The following is a presentation of Manatee Schools Television in association with TV production teachers and students.
Welcome to NSTV Game of the Week. I'm Chris Conboy bringing you the action tonight. With me tonight is Hall of Fame coach Paul Meckley. Tonight we're at Braden River High School as the homestanding Pirates out of 5A District 9 host the number 10 ranked 6A team in the state of Florida and heated rival Lakewood Ranch Mustangs. Braden River has totally dominated the rivalry over the years, but the Mustangs have turned the tables to win the last two meetings. Mustangs come in tonight at 2-0 while the Pirates sit at 1-1. So the question I have for you, Coach, is what does Coach Scott Paravicini's Mustangs have to do to get out of here tonight with a third W in a row and keep that lofty ranking and undefeated status?
So, Coach Paravicini, in his third season as coach, would like to see that trend continue tonight on defense. What they have been specializing in is running out of their 4-4 defensive alignment with Coach Jeff Lucas as their defensive coordinator, and they have been bringing a very, very talented linebacker on a number of blitzes, and he has been successful in getting in on a lot of tackles during the first game of the season. He actually had 10 solos and 9 assists in the first game for a total of 19 tackles. So in order for the Mustangs to continue doing what they're doing, that'll be the trend that they'll have to follow.
All right, and we get the coin tosses done there, and it looks like the captains are going back. That's number 77, Carter Baker for Lakewood Ranch. 23, trying to get a number on 23 here. Number 0 is the big tight end, wide receiver Cooper Orzel. And here come the Pirates out of their tunnel over there, coming to the sideline. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff.
Their captains this evening were Freedom McNeil, one of their great linebackers that they have playing.
Freedom McDaniel.
Freedom McDaniel was a state qualifier in wrestling for the Pirates and has done a great job for them so far this year, along with his other captain cohort, Darius Pompey.
Yeah, big Darius Pompey. We'll keep our eye on him tonight. He's one of the big men in the Braden River offensive line. McDaniel's brother played here also. Knowledge McDaniel went on and played at, I believe it was Marshall, and maybe transferred somewhere else, but he was on some of those great Kurt Bradley teams a few years back here at Braden River. We got all this crew from Braden River TV out here tonight, and we're going to try to get as many names in as we can. So I'm going to give you a couple of them here, if I can read them. Jalissa Ortiz Gutierrez on a field cam. I'm going to have to get someone to give me that director's name again because I can't read that. Mike Crazley on replay. Remus Hornsby on RoboCam. Rafael Damaco as cameraman. Aiden Estefores. Aurora Hedel. Blake Nelson. Trent Luans, it looks like. Zadrian Coratier, Pierre Fenton, all those student workers. And from MTC, Joe, can't see the last name there, sorry. And Grant Pitts from MTC. And we want to thank the teachers, Amanda Clark from Braden River and Chris Cates. And we are ready to go for kickoff. And kicking off for number 39, Bryson Hughes will be kicking off for the Mustangs. Back deep is trying to get a number, looks like.
Giovanni Garvin, number 9, is on the far side, it looks like.
and 33 maybe. I can't see the number. He hasn't turned sideways. Back deep for Braden River.
Hayden Yermak.
And we are ready to play some football here. So it's Yermak and Garvin back deep for Braden River as Hughes gets ready to kick. We're waiting for the refs to give the go-ahead to allow them to go.
The 2-0 Lakewood Ranch Mustangs against the 1-1 Braden River Pirates. East Manatee County rivalry.
Yes, and we apologize if there's a lot of wind noise. I know I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast. And we have an air conditioning malfunction in the press box here, and we're going with open windows and open doors and stuff blowing around here, and we're sweating on our notes. So we'll do the best we can.
We've been waiting on an additional person to hold the chains, and we may still need a third person to hold the chains.
All right, we get the whistle from the refs there. Hughes will get ready to tee it off here. And he's going to kick a short kick around the 10-yard line, taken by Garvin at the 10. Goes up the middle and back to the left. He's hit early. Looks like number 33 for Lakewood Ranch getting in on that tackle.
That's Jackson Zachary getting in on the tackle.
Jackson Zachary, a few other Mustangs there as well. 33 was the number I could see clearest. So Braden River's going to start tonight, Coach, on the 22-yard line. Only a 12-yard return. Good coverage by the Mustang special teams unit there.
Quarterbacking for the Pirates is number 10, Lou Desinar. Lou is in his third start now for the Pirates.
He was a transfer from Southeast, I believe. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, we have, every week we give you transfer updates. And there's a pop jet sweep to number 2, Anquan Polanese, leading receiver, junior for Braden River, and he gets about 3 yards there, out to the 15 or 25. I'm sorry. And we are going to have a 2nd and 7 from the 25-yard line on the left hash.
And I guess you write that down as one pass and one completion.
That is 1 for 1. Like I said, I always say, quarterback coach's best friend. 1 for 1 for 3 yards.
Makes you feel comfortable.
Yep. And I think Polanese is the guy they want to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. That's Garvin, a running back on the zone, inside zone, and he's met in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
And that tackle being made by number 25.
Aiden
Getchow.
And that's not the last time you're going to hear that tonight. We did games last year for Lakewood Ranch, and he will be in on a lot of tackles. How many did he have last week, Coach?
In the first game of the season, he had 10 solos and 9 assists. So wow. He's off to the start, setting up a 3rd and 9 now for the Pirates.
3rd and 9 for the Pirates here, and they're going to roll right and try to hit the guy out in the flat. He's got him. It's almost intercepted by 31 for Lakewood Ranch. Judah Galacier. Ball was thrown out in front of the flat receiver, and Galacier was right there in coverage and broke on it and almost intercepted it on the sideline. But the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs defense holds, and they force a punt on the first possession here.
The Pirates are trying to get Desinar out of the pocket there and get him on a little sprint out to the right-hand side, and his throw was just a little bit wide, setting up this 4th down.
Esteban Benjude back to handle the punting duties for Braden River.
Number 12 back to return the punts is Cameron Jones for the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs.
Yes, Camarion Jones back to receive the punt from Esteban Benjude. And there's a pressure, and it is almost blocked. I don't know if he got a piece. I think they got a piece of it, but the ball goes downfield. It's going to end up being about a 20-yard punt. It looked like number 31. That's who just broke up the pass. Judah Galacier actually was a little too far, too deep, and it came under him a little bit, but he got a piece of it. That could have been blocked for a touchdown there. Protection breakdown for Braden River.
The Mustangs will come out with their quarterback, a junior, Brett Traver, who was 11 for 14 for 134 yards his first game. In the backfield as his running back will be Eli Berry, They will oftentimes put another back there or bring somebody in motion and give the quarterback actually 2 running backs with the possibility of running zone plays and pitching to the man in motion or a second back in the backfield.
So Traver's in the gun here. We'll watch number 0, Cooper Orzel's been their favorite target probably the last 2 years. It looked like Braden River jumped right off the bat there.
Number 12 jumping off sides there for the Pirates was
Zachariah Alnadi,
senior defensive lineman. That sets up a 1st and 5 now.
1st and 5 for Lakewood Ranch. They go 2 by 2. Traver at quarterback, and he gives to number 5.
Tackle there from the backside made by number 45. We'll be calling his name frequently tonight. That is Freedom McDaniel on the stop.
Justin Flores on the carry, number 5. We expected Eli Berry. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the other team. He's on Braden River. We expected him on Braden River, and we didn't get him either. We got Garvin, but all right, we got 2nd and 3 here, or long 3. And there's got motion back, and they're going to run inside. Handoff, big hole, 5. Flores goes through, breaks 2 tackles. He's got 1 man left to beat. Number 19 for Braden River drags him down. Kerry Peacock with the tackle, and he's down to the 11-yard line, Flores. So 2 carries for already 35 yards for Flores there. Big hole up the middle. Good job by that offensive line of Lakewood Ranch. Mikey Calderon and Carter Baker there on the left side, and the center Brock Thompson opening that hole.
Flores carried the ball 9 times for 54 yards in the first game that Lakewood Ranch played against Lemon Bay, and now he's off to a good start here. This is their 3rd game.
There's Flores again up the middle. He's got a little hole. He slips in there. Ball's out and picked up by an offensive lineman, and he dives forward back to about the 6. Flores had got to about the 5, but the ball popped out and was recovered by one of his linemen.
Now, wide receiver Cooper Ozell kind of got on that.
Oh, that was Cooper.
Yeah. Cooper recovered that fumble. There's a gain of probably 6 yards. I guess you give it to the running back, Flores, there.
Eli Berry is in the backfield now, number 4.
Along with Brett Traver at quarterback.
Man in motion, they give to Berry. Runs hard down to the 1. Or, sorry, the 2. He's at the 2, and he looks like he's just short of a first down. 3rd and inches from inside the 2-yard line, 1.5. And I think if Lakewood Ranch can handle the front of Braden River like this, it's going to be a quick game, because Coach Parafazzini will be willing to just keep pounding it in the middle. And there is Berry again, and he's in. Touchdowns. That offensive line fires off the ball.
So Berry carried it in for the 3-yard touchdown.
71, Mikey Calderon driving a defensive man back into the back of the end zone for a pancake back there. And they ran in behind that big offensive line that Lakewood Ranch has. And Coach Rick Farmer told me before the game he was a little concerned about their size on the offensive line at Lakewood Ranch. And they handled Braden River's front pretty easily in that first possession.
By some unofficial statistics that I've been able to track on the Mustangs, that touchdown there by Berry would be his 6th on the season. He had 2 in the first game, and then he had 3 last week against Seminole, and now he got that one as well.
Snap a little high to get it down. Traver gets it down for number 29, Luca Kue.
1:35 left in the first quarter.
And the extra point is good. And just like that, about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes go by, and Lakewood Ranch is up 7-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
So that
2025. This fundraiser is to raise money for all the sports programs. Again, join the DRHS Athletic Boosters for the big event on September 7th, 2025. Any questions? Ask a booster.
And we're back here at Braden River High School, Lakewood Ranch. The 2-0 Lakewood Ranch Mustangs off to a great start this year and off to a great start tonight, 7-0. And Bryson Hughes will kick off again. He kicked last time to Garvin. This time they switched ends down there. And he kicked it before the whistle, I think, or somebody was offsides. We got a whistle down, flag down.
At the start of the game, you asked what the Coach Parafacini would like out of his Lakewood Ranch Mustangs, and we said, you know, the offensive and defensive success that they've had for the first 2 games. Well, in the first 2 drives, they've demonstrated just what
exactly
Coach would
what
like
they did
to see.
the first 2 games. Yep.
They could run the ball extremely well with 2 running backs, Eli, Barry, and
Flores.
And defensively, they were able to make a stop on the 3 and out. So
it was a really perfect start for Lakewood Ranch for what they had in mind. They got the good coverage on a kick, a 3 and out from their defense, and then drove right down the field and scored with no negative plays on offense. So Lakewood Ranch has got to be happy over there. Braden River's got to make some adjustments if we're going to have a game here tonight. So we're going to tee it up 5 yards back at the 35 now. Bryson Hughes, and when you don't have kickers that kick it in the end zone, that 5 yards can make a big difference, field position. And Hughes is kicking into the wind, it looks like, going this direction, and that's a squib kick, ground ball down the middle. And it's going to be Garvin again, picks it up at the 10, running right this time, finds a little hole, makes a man miss, the ball is out, and looks like Lakewood Ranch fell on it. The ball was loose, no, Braden River recovered it. Lakewood Ranch had a chance at number 12 for Braden River. Zachariah Alnati looked like he got on the ball.
yeah.
And that was almost a disaster for Braden River, Coach.
Yeah, that would not have been very good for the Pirates to turn that one over. So they put the ball in play now. This is the second offensive series for the Pirates. Lou Desenar going to be taking that snap at quarterback. In the backfield this time is number 33.
Yermack.
Hayden Yermack.
He was back deep on the kick with Garvin. Desenor's going to throw a bubble out to number 2 in the flat.
It's Polynice.
And he makes a man miss, and he's out in the open field. He's got 1 guy to beat, and number 34 for Lakewood Ranch ends up making the play. Sebastian Shamrock saves a touchdown, but he might have gotten a face mask or a horse collar on that tackle. I couldn't see what it was, but a flag came in down there at the 27-yard line. Here it is again. You can see out in the flats there. Paulini's making a man miss, and looks like face mask. Yeah, he got to grab a hold of the face mask, and that's going to be 15 more, it looks like. And
that's a 36-yard gain there by Polynice. That's his second time he's touched the football. The first time
he
was
looks
on a
he looks
jet
electric
sweep.
when he gets the ball. He's looked good both times, and his personal foul face mask, the call given by the he called it on Braden River.
It was on Polynice as he was attempting to do a stiff arm. I think he put
Well, if you watch the replay we just had, it was on the guy tackling him, grabbing him by the face mask. That's unusual. I don't know, can we see that again? Carl down in the truck, can we see that the end of that play again? I don't know if that's possible. We saw it once, but looked like, to me, it was clearly a face mask on Lakewood Ranch. But here's the play here. Maybe they both face mask, but 34 grabs them right there by the face mask. And they both did, and they called it on Polynice. That should be a offsetting there.
They should have definitely had offsetting penalties.
So they lose 15 yards of that game, but it's 1st and 10. It's a good positive play for Braden River. Get something started here. They give it to Yermack. He cuts back on his own. Nice tackle, big hit for Lakewood Ranch by number 2.
Jackson McGill on the tackle for the
Jackson
Mustang.
McGill. Good blocking on his own read there. Yermack cut it back, made a nice cut. Jackson McGill came in and made the tackle. Gain of 7.
Nice gain by Yermack.
Yep, Yermack staying in there now. Desenor in the gun. Gives a Yermack again. He's hit in the backfield by guess who, Coach?
And number 25.
Aiden Getchow running through the A gap there, unblocked, and makes the tackle for a 2-yard loss. So it's going to be a 3rd and 5 here.
So that's 6 offensive plays that the Pirates have had, and Getchow has been in on 2 of the tackles, both for loss. 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Yes, 3rd and 4 here. Braden River probably in 2-down territory. They're going to throw. They got a hitch up top. He throws it high out of bounds. He had his man open with soft coverage, and the ball got away from him. And
the intended receiver there was Trevion Dixon, and doesn't let that one go up a little high over the top of his lengthy tall
and as
receiver.
we thought, they're going to go for it here. No thought about putting the punt team in there. Kind of in no man's land in the mid-30s yard line, and not wanting to punt it into the end zone and only gain 16 yards. So I'm going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Getchow is blitzing, and Braden River jumps off sides.
And that
Jake Polson, number 4 for Braden River, he in the slot moves early. And you can see Getchow was coming on that one, Coach.
There's no doubt. They will bring him on numerous times throughout the evening. He finds a gap to go through, and he
now
creates
they're going
penetration. So that penalty on the Pirates is going to force a 4th down call. That's a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. There, Jake Paulson, who
they're going to run the punting team on. Esteban Benjude back again. Now remember, this was almost blocked last time by Judah Galacier off of the right side for Lakewood Ranch defense. The ball snapped, and the guys are just standing around. He gets the punt away. Camarion Jones is back. He's going to let it bounce. Gets a good bounce for Braden River, and they're going to down it inside the 10 at the 8 or 9 yard line. Looks like the 9 might be maybe right at the 10 yard line. It'll be down. So Lakewood Ranch will start their second series here, Coach, at the 10 yard line. We'll see. Do you think they're going to just keep running the ball with the success they had, or do you think they'll try to mix in some play action here?
From down here in their own territory, I think they'll probably keep it on the ground and keep it close to the vest. You know, it's interesting. We study these teams a little bit, and both of them started different running backs than had been started throughout the year.
Yes, we have our list of starters, and they tricked us with
We had David Lewis starting for the Pirates, and Eli Berry. Berry's in there now, but Torres had taken the snaps for the most part. But this time, Brett Travers at quarterback with Eli Berry, number 4, in the backfield.
I think David Lewis was the guy I saw on the bench before the game. Number 6, he is out. They're starting running back, so they're playing without him tonight. And there's Berry, number 4. Nice gain once again, just going up the middle between the tackles, that big offensive line. So that's a big part of the story that we didn't know about, that their starting running back, David Lewis, is not dressed tonight. He's on the bench. And
that tackle was made by Ethan Kao, number 24. Berry picked up 6 on the play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long Lakewood Ranch just keeps pounding it. I don't see any reason why you would do something different with the success they're having running it inside the tackles. They're going to run an option here, and quarterback turns it up. Traver, good run. Gets about 10 on the play, 9 on the play, out to the 25-yard line. It's a first down. Another first down for Lakewood Ranch. Here you see the speed option there. The end is widening, and he just turns it up underneath and drags a tackler, Zachariah Alnati, on the tackle, but he gets dragged about 4 yards by Brett Traver. And we have our 6-minute water break. So after six minutes, Coach, what's your take so far?
Well, I think what we saw or talked about before the game was the fact that Braden River would like to try to stop the big, powerful running game that the Mustangs have. They couldn't do it on that little first drive, and then Aiden Getchell on defense. The Pirates are going to have to be able to control him and keep him out of their backfield, because they're going to bring somebody almost every time on the blitz, and he's been in on 3 tackles already, as we anticipated.
Braden River, obviously, the outsized and outmanned in the front, it looks like, on defense. As a coach, what can you do to combat that? Is there anything you can do scheme-wise?
You got to slant and bring people.
Yeah.
Beat them to the punch.
Try to create some negative plays, get some penetration. All right, so Lakewood Ranch 1st and 10 at their 25. 6 minutes left, leading 7-0. Clock should be running quick tonight with all this running Lakewood Ranch is doing. I don't blame them. I'd keep running it if I was them. Looks like they're going to run again here, and they will. And this time they get stopped, and it's probably, yes, 45 Freedom McDaniel.
Freedom McDaniel in on his second tackle of the game. His first one was for a loss of about 5 yards. This time he's met at the line of scrimmage. Freedom was a qualifier for the state wrestling tournament. And Coach Jason Grain, in his second year with the Pirates, told me he's a very fine football player, playing defensive end, and crashed right through there and made the play.
Look, like he did slant, like you said, right across the face of Jake Fishman, 74, the big tackle, and was in the backfield before Traver could make a decision on the read there. Had to give it. And
sets up a 2nd and 12, maybe a pass situation.
Now we might
here.
see a situation where they pass. But no, they're going to stick with it, and they give it to Barry, and he's hit right away. And it's McDaniel again, finishes them. Somebody else was in there to start it. Looks like number, let's see, 12 or... Yeah, number 12 in the backfield. He bounced off of him, but Freedom is there to finish it, McDaniel.
That's his 3rd tackle.
Alnati was the one who got the penetration and disrupted the play. And now you got 3rd and 13, and Lakewood Ranch is forced to do something they're not really comfortable doing right now.
Yep, they got to find a receiver and get themselves 12 yards to keep this drive going.
And Traver goes back to pass, straight drop back. He's got plenty of time. Now he's in trouble. He rolls right, avoids one man, and he's dragged down from behind by Freedom McDaniel again. Just keeps working that motor and runs Traver down from behind, holds him to about a 1-yard gain. He had time. It was a coverage sack. Guys were covered. Protection was there at first, and then when he finally broke out, McDaniel ran him down from behind there. And now you got 4th and 14, and Lakewood Ranch has got a punt.
One thing when you have a wrestler playing football, the low man wins, and he is obviously winning the charge right now. Freedom McDaniel with the 4 tackles that he's had already.
Kua Manga punts it away. It's bobbled and picked up by number 2 for Braden River, Anquan Polonese, and he makes a few guys miss, but gets tackled for essentially no return there. Here it is again. You can see the punt gets away. Good punt. You got to catch those balls in the air. We talk about that year after year, week after week in high school. You can't let the ball hit the ground if you're a punt returner.
Lost yardage.
Looked like 85 down there to make the tackle.
Yardage. Nice play by number 88.
Was it 88?
Yeah,
I thought it was 85.
That was 88. Maddox Hale on the tackle. Now we got number 14 in at running back, another new number, Jaden Moore, who has had carries this year for the Pirates. He had a couple
He'll
carries
get the ball right away, and
game.
he runs into Getchow in there.
Getchow in on a tackle along with number
92.
92 is
Carson Rathman. Teaming up with Getchow for another tackle there. It's a gain of 3, short gain for Braden River, 2nd and 7. I guess it's an average gain. You want more than 3. If you'll take 3 though as an offensive coach. And then we got movement.
There they come again. This time they got caught being in the neutral zone though. They were going to bring 2 linebackers.
And
on the top they were going to bring Getchow, and they were going to bring number 36, Keegan Earl, and one of those young men was a little bit too far in that neutral zone, setting up now a 2nd and 2 yards for the
Polonese moved as well for Braden River in the slot, but he was going backwards, so that's legal. He was running a bubble and actually went backwards, so that movement is legal. And Lakewood Ranch jumps off sides on the long hard snap count, and it's 2nd and 2. Here comes Getchow, and quarterback keeps it, and he's grabbed by number 55.
Desinar on the carry for 1-yard gain. That's going to set up a 3rd and 9 now for the Pirates, as Desinar was reading on the option and put it in there like he was going to let Jaden Moore carry it. He pulled it and was hoping to gain more yards than he did. Got 1 yard.
I believe it was 55 Magno on the tackle.
Yes, it was.
The punter, so he's playing some defense as well. We didn't have him listed as a starter, but 3rd and 1 for Braden River. They got to get a first down here. They run a little counter. Back to the left. Good gain. Going to get the first down.
Pick up a 5 yards there
Moore.
by Jaden Moore.
He was led in there through the hole by Jake Polson, the wing, and a pulling guard, and they ran a counter back to their left side.
coming into the game, Jaden Moore had 16 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown, so he's not new to the position of tailback. He's been in there before.
So 1st and 10. And they're going to throw a bubble out here to Polynice. He made a guy miss before. He makes a guy miss here, and he'll get about 5. 7 yards. Gets him 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. And you can see they like getting him the ball out there in space. And
yeah, Polynice is one of their leading receivers on the season with 6 catches.
Drew Nolan was out there defending him.
42 yards.
Nolan overran it a little bit. Polynice came inside of him, got a 6-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 4. A little flare out to the tailback.
Completed pass for no gain.
Might have lost, looks like they're spotting it, lost a yard on it. Yeah, there was good coverage out there. It was played very well out there by number 2. Jackson McGill staying home there. Yeah.
Desenar up with Moore in the backfield again, 3rd and 5.
Garvin back in there at tailback. 3rd and 5. Desenar back to pass. He's going, on a deep slant or a skinny post, and it's incomplete.
Pass intended there for Trevion Dixon.
Yes, he's looked at him a couple of times tonight, unable to hook up so far. I didn't get the defender, was on coverage there. I believe it was 28, Eric Cleveland.
Going into this game, Dixon was a favorite, or is a favorite receiver for Desenar. He's caught 6 passes for 100 yards. And that one just came off his fingertips on that slant route. So that sets up a 4th down and 5.
Camarion Jones back to return the kick from Esteban Benjude. We'll see if Lakewood Ranch comes after it again. He gets it away. Good kick. Left side corner. Ball stays in bounds, starts bouncing backwards. Braden River's going to let it bounce, and we'll down it at the 17-yard line. And we're going to have a 1st down and 10 with 4.2 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. We'll stay with you and take a break at the quarter. So it looks like Braden River settled down a little bit and made some adjustments. Coach Rick Farmer on the defense coordinator for Braden River in that 2nd series, getting some penetration like you said, running some slants and getting some guys in the backfield making plays for loss and forcing Lakewood Ranch behind the chains.
Yeah, they did a great job that last drive of stopping their running backs in the backfield. And now we'll see how they do against Justin Flores as the running back now behind.
And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18, it looks like, for Lakewood Ranch. And they go hard count, no call. Now they're check with me on the sideline and get the signal.
This time it looks like the Mustangs have installed an H-back in the backfield.
Yes.
Maybe for a little more protection on those slants that the defensive line have been using.
It's probably Cooper Orzel. It is. He comes down the block on the zone split. And Orzel peeled back to block the backside end, and he give to.
That was Flores on the carry, but the tackle was made by Maddox Hale after a 1-yard gain by Flores.
And that's going to take us to the end of the 1st quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter here at Braden River High School, it's Lakewood Ranch 7, Braden River 0. We'll be right back after this.
games, they were finding holes, they were getting runners on, and they were scoring the run. So if you stick to that plan, should be able to get some damage done.
Welcome back to Braden River High School for the second quarter here. Lakewood Ranch has 2nd and 9. Traver throws that outside to Orzel on a flat. He goes up the sideline and gets a good gain for about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for Lakewood Ranch, and they've had a lot of success running the ball. Here you see Orzel did a good job of getting to the sideline. When you're catching the ball in a bubble, running outside, we always coach to try to get to the sideline, and he did a good job there.
He's definitely a prime candidate for Brett Traver. That makes his first catch for the evening.
Lakewood Ranch started with 2 backs in the backfield. I wonder if they'll motion one out or not. Nope, they're going to go ahead and they're going to give it to Flores straight ahead. Big gain of about 5. Offensive line once again doing a great job for Lakewood Ranch. Just coming off the ball. You can see it here. The offensive line, the center, just number 60, Brock Thompson, just manhandling the zero technique, and Flores cut right behind him and got a nice 5-yard gain. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line for Lakewood Ranch. Be interesting to see if they keep pounding in there. They've had so much success running inside the tackles. Yeah, orbit motion, and this time he's going to throw, and there's nobody there. He pulls it down, Traver, and gets about a 2-yard gain. Good heads-up play. Makes something out of nothing. Looked like a broken play there.
Tackle made on that play by a man that's also been playing in the backfield, Jaden Moore, along with number 5 on the play, Josh Salinas, one of their linebackers.
Yes, and 23, Caden Parker involved in the tackle as well. We got a score here around town. Bayshore up 7-0 over Pinellas Park. Cardinal Mooney up 14-3 over Rockledge. Out of door 13-3 over St. Stephen's. And if we get any other scores, we'll pass them on to you as we watch the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs driving against the Braden River Pirates here in the second quarter at Braden River High School. There's a play action. He's going to hit number 7, Lakewood Ranch. Karsten Fuller on the catch on a slant. There a little RPO. Nice throw by Traver and a 1st down gain.
Traver's thrown it twice, and he's completed both of them for a total of 18 yards.
He's been very efficient. It's 1st and 10 now for Lakewood Ranch, and they're looking to the sideline there.
They got the H-back back in the backfield this time.
Yep, and they're going to run right up the middle. Flores, a big hole again. And you just see defensive linemen from Braden River on the ground with big old Lakewood Ranch linemen laying on top of them after the play there, Coach.
Yeah, good lead block there by that H-back, and he double-teamed with Thompson, number 60, and they gained 10 yards on the play for Flores.
Lakewood Ranch right back, same play. They're going to go right back and run it again. Flores again cuts it out a little bit outside on the cut there. He gets about 6 yards for another Lakewood Ranch 1st down to the 45. And that offense is just having their way with the offensive line is just having their way with Braden River's front.
They're running away from Freedom McDaniel, who's lined up as a left defensive end, not able to slant all the way across to the side that they're running the play to. Now they're bringing in
Orzel to tight end, shifting in. Yep.
Looks like they might even have 2 tight ends in there this time.
No, they got 2 receivers up top, hidden in the sideline over there. Traver gives the Flores. He bounces out to the right, makes one guy miss. To the 41, a gain of 4. It's a good run.
Tackle made there by Caden Parker and Salinas for the Pirates.
Jaden Moore is there.
4-yard gain there, a 3-yard gain there by Flores, who's being the workhorse on this drive. It seems as though the Mustangs have 2 nice running backs that they're willing to use. Eli Berry, who has scored, I think, 5 touchdowns on the season.
And Flores as well.
Berry has the 1 touchdown in the game so far. Now they're going to, with that H-back on the other side.
everybody into the boundary here. The Twins and the H-back, but they motion back, and they're going to give it to Flores. He follows the H-back up into the hole, following Orzel, and he gets a 6-yard gain there, 3rd and 1. You can see it here. 61, the left guard, or right guard, Mikey Ennis pulling. There's a little counter action with the guard and the H-back leading up in there, and they're just driving Braden River off the ball at this point, having their way with them up front. And there, McDaniel that time. Whenever you think they're going to have their way with them, Freedom shoots across and makes a play in the backfield. No gain. So it's going to be a 4th and 1. You can see Freedom here closing down the line.
Yeah,
I think right now Travers wishing he had pulled it. You can see him jump up in the air after he gave it and realize if he pulled that might have been a big play.
he has done that in a couple of situations during the season so far where he has pulled it.
If they are reading it, that's definitely a pull read right there, because McDaniel came down hard, which he has to do at this point. He's the only one making plays in the backfield. And this time they give it again. And good stop by Braden River. They hold them, and they're going to get the ball back when it mattered most. The Braden River defense steps up.
Freedom McDaniel in on the play along with number 5, the linebacker Josh Salinas.
Yep, and it looks like 23 in there as well.
Caden Parker.
Caden Parker in there helping out.
That's a big stop after a number of successful plays by the Mustangs. The Pirates step up, and
they also had big Darius Pompey in on defense on the line there, and that's 2 guys we've seen playing both ways. And we both know coaching in Florida what that can do to a player as the game goes on, trying to go both ways, especially when you're going against guys who aren't going both ways. So Braden River takes over at 1st and 10.
Giovanni Garvin on the carry at the
short gain, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Looks like they're going to give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 10. It's just a zone to the right there, and number 90 for Lakewood Ranch disrupting the play. Ethan Dinn in the backfield. He did not make the play, but he was there to disrupt it. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line for Braden River, down 7-0. Desnor's back. He's throwing a ball in the flats. It's bobbled and then caught by Garvin and back out of the backfield. Nice concentration to stay with it. The ball was thrown well. He bobbled it, and you can see here, ball was placed well. I think he's thinking about running first, and the ball pops up, and he has to stay with it. And that does a good job of there securing the catch before he's hit by, guess who, Coach?
I imagine Getchow.
Yeah, Getchow is the guy.
Now he's out on the perimeter.
Yeah, well, I think that was a back coming out of the backfield. He's probably responsible for.
If he's not blitzing.
Number 3, if he's not blitzing.
3rd down and 3 to go.
And so we got a timeout for Braden River here on 3rd down. I guess Coach Grain didn't have it playing that he wanted, and he felt this is a big point in the game, which I would agree. 3rd and 3, 7-0. They got to get something going here with their offense, and the defense has stepped up when they had to, even though they've been giving up a lot of yardage.
Right now, neither team has been able to break the long, explosive play, and as a result, they're picking up the 5, the 4, the 6 yards. And as we both know in high school football, when you're playing field position and you got to drive a long way going 4s, 5s, and 6s, there's a chance that there's going to be some type of negative play around where you're going to get 0 yards, and now you're put behind the chains.
It's difficult to execute 12 plays in a row with 16-year-old kids. We both know that. That's why the big plays are so important.
Very valuable.
Braden River did get the 1, but had half of it called back. That was the big splash play. And Lakewood Ranch had one nice long run by Flores earlier, but you are correct. It's not a lot of 60, 70-yard plays that you usually see in a high-powered offensive game in high school these days. So we got 5:55 left in the 2nd quarter here. We're doing the water break too. I don't know if they charged Braden River with that timeout. It looks like they did, and then they gave him the water break at the same time. So I don't understand that, but should just. But you can't take them with you at halftime, so you only got 5 minutes left. You might as well use them if you're not sure you got the right play in or the right personnel in on a 3rd and 3. And Braden River is going to come out at their 43-yard line with a 3rd and 3 facing Lakewood Ranch.
I'd be keeping my eye on Aiden Getchell this time.
Yeah, see if he's coming, and if so, where he's coming from. I think he is. No, he's dropping into coverage. Desinor's back to pass. He's throwing outside. He has number 2, Anquan Polynice. Nice catch. Look like he ran a little wheel route. The ball was thrown on the back shoulder, and Polynice did an excellent job. See, he runs a little out and up on the wheel. Coverage is good by number 11 there. He looks back to find the ball. Probably don't want to do that. And Polynice goes up and catches it. When you're behind a guy like that, you just want to trail him and play his hands usually.
19-yard gain there by Polynice as Desinor put the ball on the mark on that wheel route.
Yeah, nice throw, nice play design. That was and a great catch by Polynice and a good throw. So Braden River has a 1st and 10, and they're going to throw again into the boundary, a hitch, and it's caught. I cannot see the number out there. It looks like number 1. Nick Sinelli.
Listed in the program as a quarterback, but also one of their wide receivers running a little stop or hitch route.
Yeah, he's a baseball player as well. And he gets 11 yards and gets a 1st down. And now all of a sudden, Braden River's driving here. And if they can finish this drive off and eat up some clock, they might be going at halftime tied 7-7.
That's a great, comfortable pass by the quarterback on the right hash.
Yeah, Desnor looking good back there. He's going to keep it on the zone, and he slides feet first, and he's going to get marked down. They're going to mark him about the 28, so it'll be a 5-yard gain or 4-yard gain.
Gain of 5.
I thought it had a chance of being a bigger play than that. Number 70, the left tackle, doing a good job there for Braden River. Sebastian Vasquez had his defensive end walled inside and drove him off. And that had a chance of being an even bigger play.
Yeah, he picked up about 6 yards.
Yeah,
on
5 or 6 yards. 2nd and 5. He's going to throw again. He's looking in the end zone. He's got a man open, slightly underthrown. And the Lakewood Ranch DB comes up with the interception. Looks like number 31.
Judah Galiciera.
Who almost blocked a punt earlier and made a good play on another one. He had him beat. Travion Dixon was behind him by 2 steps, but the ball was slightly underthrown, and Galiciera just went up and got the 50-50 ball and took it away from him.
Right, that was a 2nd down and 5 yards to go, and they took a shot.
Yep, took a shot. Sometimes a shot knocks you out.
They're in that little territory where you've had success with your quarterback, and you want to take that shot, and the fade route they thought was there, just made that mistake we talked about last week. You got to get it either to the sideline or to your man, not inside.
Nice play by the DB to go up and get the ball, though.
Yes, excellent coverage and nice
and Lakewood
job
Ranch takes over with 5 minutes. So we got a whistle.
And we have a timeout by the Pirates. I think they're short a man or 2. Always good to have 11.
I think they got 11. I just don't think they knew what they were supposed to be in at that time.
My mistake. I only saw 9. They got 11.
Farmer's bringing them over. Coach Farmer, the defense coordinator at Braden River, who used to be at Lakewood Ranch and at Palmetto. He's making the rounds through Manatee County, like so many of us high school coaches do. You didn't. You stayed at
Except
1.
for 1.
Yeah, Coach Farmer was with Rashad West at Lakewood Ranch and at Palmetto, and then when Coach West got out of coaching from Palmetto, he came over here to Lakewood Ranch.
This is the 2nd year for Coach Jason Grain under for the leadership of the Pirates. Last season he was 2-7, and they're happy to be off to a start of 1-1 so far this year. And this is the big East Manatee County rivalry between these 2 high schools.
And that Pinellas Park score I mentioned earlier, they're in the district with Lakewood with Braden River. It's Manatee, Braden River, and Pinellas Park in a 3-team district. Marion Jones goes in motion. They throw a flare out to him. He makes the first guy miss in the backfield, accelerates and gets a nice gain of about 4 yards. And that was a play that could have been 0. And there's going to be a penalty over on the Lakewood Ranch sideline. Looks like number 0, Orzel, and the DB from Braden River were tussling as they went out of bounds. I don't know who it's going to be on, but a flag came in at the end of the play. Personal foul on Lakewood Ranch. That's going to go against Orzel. I think he just blocked a little too well, and You go across those white lines, if you're still blocking them, they're going to throw that flag. Just like they do when the defenders hit you when you go across the white line. They gotta be fair to both sides.
So the pass was completed and gained about 4 yards. And now they're going to take it back, correct?
They're going to take it back. It's going to be 2nd and 20.
But it kept
2nd and 18.
It kept Brett Traver's completion streak
alive
as he's 3 for 3.
He lost yardage on it though. But yeah, he's looked good tonight. But actually, both quarterbacks I think have played well. And Traver's back to throw again, and it's going to be a screen on the left-hand side, and he's going to get about 8 yards for the Pirate defense rallies to the ball.
Another one of the
we see on the instant replay there.
Rocket screens.
Yep, number 17 on the reception for Lakewood Ranch.
Christopher Campbell.
Joshua Salinas, number 5, coming up making the tackle. And it's going to be 3rd and 11 now for Lakewood Ranch. 4 minutes remaining. This is a big third down here.
Yes, it is. It is a big third down.
They have to punt from this deep in their end zone and turn the ball over at midfield or closer. They'd like to get a first down here. Oh, he bobbles the snap. Traver, he's throwing it down the middle. Jones looks like he lost his footing as he went up for the ball. It was a little high and behind him. That play was doomed from the beginning with the bobbled snap, it looked like.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit to have your quarterback get his wits about him when he's handling the ball and get his feet set and make a good, accurate throw up the middle. And Jones had a shot at it, but it was just a little bit overthrown.
So Lakewood Ranch will punt it away.
It's a big stop for the Pirates.
Yes, big stop here right before the half. 3:47 left. And Lakewood Ranch gets the punt away. Number 2, Polonese back deep. Makes the first guy miss. And I don't know if that's a flag or a beanbag. Looks like it's just a beanbag marking where he caught the ball. Maybe.
So the Pirates got 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first half to finish what they had started on that last drive, which was a very nice drive, mixing pass and runs. Both coaches have been content to have their quarterback take nice, convenient lateral throws, not far downfield, and give confidence to their people playing quarterback and let the receivers run if they can.
So it's going to be first. We got a penalty here. There is a penalty. I think it's on Braden River on the return. The flag. It was a flag that came in. It looks like. No, maybe not. I don't know what they're doing here. No penalty. All right.
Oh, we have to look and see.
Maybe they are. Yes, they're moving it back now.
Who the receiver is going to, who the running back will be in these last 3:36 for the Pirates.
I have no idea what's going on here. The refs are, they moved it back 5 yards.
Looks like Desenar is going to be joined in the backfield by Garvin.
Unless it could have been a 5-yard penalty at the end of the kick, but the flag came in on the return like it was holding. Whatever it was, it's 1st and 10 Braden River on the 47-yard line. And the refs don't tell us what's going on. It's not like Monday Night Football, so we don't know. Little pop pass there to Pawn East to the outside.
Whoa.
Oh, and it's 31-12 for Camarion Jones and Judah Galacier, who made the interceptions, made a couple of big plays tonight, came flying up to make the hit for a big 6-yard loss, 5-yard loss.
Jones came from about the free safety position, and he was a heat-seeking missile on Giovanni Garvin, and Garvin has decided that wasn't the best thing for him to be doing, so he's taken himself out of the ball game, and they're going with Jaden Moore as the running back now.
So now behind the chains now for Braden River, 2nd and 15. Lakewood Ranch, here they come. And Gaten Getchow runs through on the wrong side, but then runs the play down, tackles him for no gain.
And Lakewood Ranch immediately calls timeout to preserve.
You see here, Aiden Getchow runs through the middle of the line of scrimmage there, redirects, unblocked, and from behind comes and tackles Moore for no gain. Great effort play by Getchow. And that's how you end up with 19 tackles, Coach.
he gives you that each time he's in there.
Yes.
He's going to go with an active motor coming across the line of scrimmage, and the linemen don't see him coming, and they're not quite. If they do, they're not quite quick enough to be able to get their bodies in front of him, and he finds that gap, and then he hunts down the ball carrier and arrives with an attitude and makes the play.
Yeah, Coach Berfitson, said, he's playing out of position. He knows that. He's really a safety. Last year he was a strong safety. So he's utilizing that athleticism of a safety to run against, run away from the linemen and run plays down from behind.
Yeah, 19 tackles in the first game of the season. He's already got 5 tonight.
3rd and 15 here with 2:42 left. Desenor rolling to his right. Good protection. Throws it in the flat. He's got number 4, Polson, with the connection. And he gets about 10 yards on it. 9 yards. It's going to be 4th and 6. And Braden River's got a decision to make here. Are you going to turn it over at midfield and go for it on 4th down? Or are you going to try to punt it deep and play that field position? And it looks like Coach Grain's made up his decision. He's going to go ahead and go for it here right at midfield. So this is huge play right here, Coach.
Yes, it is, because a field position change here could be also an attempt to draw the Mustangs off sides.
That would be a good idea to try to do that first maybe and then call a timeout. And they did, and they got the call. The head barely went over the ball, but that referee was standing, Coach Grain was standing right behind that referee, so I'll make sure that flag came out.
He probably primed the pump a little bit and told the referee
they're going to jump.
They're going to try and draw him off.
And he got the call. Good coaching there.
And they pick up a 1st down, very important 1st down.
Yep, and keeps the drive alive with 2:34 left.
That's the one thing with the blitzing linebackers, they want to get a jump, and it got into the neutral zone a little bit too far along with the defensive lineman.
Desenor low snap gives to 14.
Jaden Moore running sideways. That was supposed to be an inside zone play, and
well defended by Lakewood Ranch.
Took it to the outside.
Little to no gain there. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the same spot.
Number 9
on the right hash.
Number 99 there, Reese Poole, really made a fine penetration play, forcing that ball to go outside. And anytime you force the running back to go to the sidelines, that's a good thing for your defense.
And eventually they're going to take a shot at Polonese over the top because there's no help over the top for him there. But they throw it in the flats here to Moore. He catches it and gets tackled by 31. That's our man Judah Galacier, who's made so many big plays tonight. Almost got a piece of a punt, got an interception. He's made a couple of nice tackles, playing a good game. Good decision there to throw out in the flats. There was nobody out there.
Yeah, I got Judah on 4 tackles, and I believe.
And a block punt. Well, it didn't count as a block punt, but he got a piece of it because it went downfield.
In a game I saw earlier in the year, he made a really great tackle like he did there.
4 tackles and an interception in the first half for Galacier. Desenor back to pass. He's got protection. He's going to go to the flats again, 2 wide. Looking for Jake Polson. And now we got another 4th and 5, Coach. And this time you got to go for it. You're at the 38, so pretty much going for it no matter what.
So do you run the same play and try and draw them off sides again?
They may do that. They still have a timeout if they can run it down. Or either that or you go quick snap and get them when they're thinking you might be trying to draw them off sides and get them a little slow to react.
Or do you just take the shot right here?
I would try some sort of rollout where Desenor has an option to run or throw for the 1st down. That would be my pick. But he's dropping straight back. And they're going to throw that wheel route again. Polonese this time is too far behind him. It's incomplete. That's the same play they completed earlier when they went to that play. And it was open again. The ball was just thrown a little too far outside. You can see on a replay here. He runs the out and up. And there is the window right there. He's got him open, and he just throws the ball too far to the outside. And it's incomplete. Polonese can't adjust, but good call, good play design. The guy was open. Ball was thrown a little too wide. He had Desenor had 2 throws that drive that were a little too wide to the sideline. So Lakewood Ranch is going to take over with 1 minute left, and it'll be interesting to see what Lakewood Ranch does here. Being a run-heavy team, they try to throw the ball and go hurry up here, which I think they are. From the looks of the formation. And there's the snap, and he's going to roll left, and he's going to try to throw
and get the
out.
ball. Got it.
Oh, nice throw.
Cooper.
Good route. Orzel on a deep comeback there as he rolled left. Rolling to his left, made a nice 23-yard throw to the sideline. Orzel came back to the ball, and they get a first down. And the clock is running. I don't know why they didn't call timeout there. They probably should have called timeout. They got 2 left. They lost about 8-10 seconds there. He's back over the middle looking for Orzel. I think that's in the dirt. They might, no, it's incomplete. Clock will stop at 37.8 seconds. Here it is again. Oh. Down the middle there, ball's thrown a little low, and it skips in there under Orzel. So it's 2nd and 10 with 37 seconds left. I think field goal range, seeing the Lakewood Ranch kicker in pregame, they probably want to get to about the 25 to really feel like they have a good shot at a field goal. That would be 42 yards. Of course, they'd take a touchdown too, but 37 seconds left. And they're going to throw the flare out in the flat, tipped up in the air, and they're just calling it incomplete. Sometimes those are backwards. Traver having a couple of missed throws after making that really good throw rolling to his left.
That could have been a
Pick
real
six.
disaster.
Yes, the way it was tipped up in the air.
Yep. I thought the Mustangs might be looking for Cameron Jones on this series, the inside slot man on the top. Now they got Cooper on a situation down here too.
Traver back, and he's going deep over the middle, and almost intercepted. Number 19, Kerry Peacock for Braden River had his hands on that one. I bet he wishes he had that one back. That would have ended the drive there. You can see it's overthrown looking for Orzel. Peacock is right there, and he just can't hang on.
Seems as though Traver has gotten into some little bit of tunnel vision here now, looking for Cooper each time.
Orzel every time, yeah.
And that's all right. You know, he's also got, you know,
well, if that's your number one read and he's open. So they're going to punt it away here, Lakewood Ranch. And they get a low line drive kick bouncing down towards the corner, a coughing corner, out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Excellent job by the punter, Cal Magno, just aiming it into the corner, the old coughing corner. You don't see that a lot nowadays. The 70s, that was a big thing. 80s, nowadays.
See it more in the NFL with directional punting, but not so much here in high school. I think a lot of them are just trying to get it off, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But that was like intentional. You could see the way he kicked it. It was kind of like when you hit the knockdown 6-iron into the wind. You know, just flight one down.
That doesn't happen too often. Do we take a knee and get out of here? And
I take a knee at the 6-yard line. I'm not messing around with any. I take a knee in the gun, so you don't have to worry about fumbling the snap.
That's always interesting.
Yeah, because you're not. They've been in gun every play, and they don't want to come under center from one play.
Let's be on the 1-yard line and snap it back, and not snap it over our heads.
But I think that's better than trying to go under center if you haven't done it the whole game. That could be a disaster too, and that looks like what they might do here. Well, maybe they're not going to take a knee, but they are in the gun. There's a snap. That's exactly what they do. He takes a snap. Now, you do lose 5 yards of rushing yards. That would drive the O-line coach crazy. Coach Peebles wouldn't be happy about that back at Manatee. So that's going to take us to the end of the half here. And we got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Lakewood Ranch Mustangs are 7. Braden River Pirates 0. We're going to go to the half here. You'll get to see some sights at halftime, maybe with the bands. I believe the bands will be playing tonight, or at least one of the bands. And we'll be back for the second half action. 7-0 Lakewood Ranch over Braden River.
Stay tuned for your marching band of Pirates.
Today was our first ever opportunity to welcome families to the Lake Manatee campus. We called it our Otter Community Day, where the families got a chance to come and see the courtyard, walk through the elementary building, media center, and the office admin suite.
It felt great to see everybody here. One parent had told me that she had tears in her eyes with how beautiful the building was.
Today was amazing. We had a lot of families show up. We had school board members, district officials showed up. Everybody is very complimentary of the campus. This is their first time ever seeing it, other than what we showed them on PowerPoints. And they're so excited. The kids can't wait to start school. Parents are super excited.
I'm excited to be here because I have loved school for a long time.
I think it went very well. We had a lot of staff come in to volunteer to help direct traffic, answer questions. We had our 5th grade leadership ambassadors to help tour people around the campus. It was fantastic.
Seeing all of our new teachers coming together and building that community, they didn't have to be here this week, and every single person showed up and they were helping each other out, moving into classrooms. So that was amazing to see.
Before, I did not have a library, and this is like amazing because I love reading books. So it's nice to know that there's lots of teachers that could teach me and people that are here that can help me learn.
I'm looking forward to the first day when we open up those car doors. Those children step out with their brand new backpacks, brand new lunch boxes, walk into the cafeteria for the first time. And then I think, honestly, the last hour of the day, of the first day of school, when we can sit back and say, we did it, we made it.
Good evening, Bulls fans. At this time, we ask you to please direct your attention to the 50-yard line. Tonight marks the first game played on our new AstroTurf field.
Well, you know, the new field opens up a lot of opportunities for us. We have a number of teams that will use it, from football to soccer to lacrosse to flag football. This is not just for athletics. This is for the band to be on it, to practice for competitions, ROTC, PE classes. There's a lot of use that we can now utilize this field for to enhance everything we do at our school.
To commemorate tonight's event, we will now conduct the ceremonial ribbon cutting. On behalf of the students, staff, and families at Pierce Community High School, we thank the school board for their vision to provide this new field so all our student athletes can reach their goals and achieve excellence.
It's great, you know, when we have the school board and leadership that we do that supports our students, supports our athletes, supports our community.
Welcome to Bayshore High School. It's our first home football game of the season on our brand new turf field. The field and the academics, I think, go hand in hand. So, you know, we're all about academics and kids being as successful as they possibly can, but we also want kids to be engaged and want to be here at school. In order to play sports, they have to be academically successful to be eligible to play.
Please cut our ribbon. Thank you to everyone for creating this brand new field for the Bruins.
It feels amazing. It's been a long time since Bayshore High School football has been this energized about a season. The community's been behind us. They've been buzzing about you know what's going on here at Bayshore, and they've been excited to get out and see our what all the buzz is about. And we got a huge crowd tonight, and we're excited to see what we're doing here at Bayshore High School.
Welcome to Joe Cannan Field at Hawkins Stadium on the campus of Manatee High School. Tonight on the MSTV Game of the Week, the Manatee Hurricanes host crosstown rivals Southeast Seminoles in the latest iteration of one of the most storied rivalries in the state of Florida. They're split out to the left, and Rogers is back, and he's got a man up the seam, and he hits Williams. He's got the catch. He's got the first down. He's got more. Turns the corner, and he's hit on the sideline, goes out about around the 33-yard line. I'm not sure it carries that same energy that it did back when you and Coach Cannan were coaching, but Rogers is back on 3rd and 10, and he's got number 7, Christian, out in the flats, and he's got a first down, gets knocked out of bounds. Motion from Southeast, and he's going to throw a little slant to number 4, and he's got it. He's open. He can go all the way. No, 26, Sanders is going to run him down. No, 4 going in the end zone. Touchdown, Southeast. Number 4.
Cornelius Fields.
Cornelius Fields. Oh, they're going to run a play here. He's got number 1 open. There he is, number 1. 2-point conversion is good. Fernandez did a great job just extending the play out there, waiting, and then probably could have hit him a little earlier. And there's a give again. Malik Bryant, big hole, through the hole. He's gone. He's gone. He's going down the left sideline. Only one man left. Oh, and number 11 for Southeast runs him down. Caleb Crawford
sophomore,
makes the play. I thought he was
sophomore
gone
linebacker.
there. Yeah, it's good hustle play there. A dream come true to get out there on the field and play with the Hurricanes. And there's Bryant again, making people miss, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. We're back again. He has replaced Rogers, the senior. Summers is going deep. He throws a deep ball. It's high, underthrown, but 11 comes back to it, makes the catch. And he's taken down by number 10, Dante Prince, the receiver.
And Darren Duvall made the tackle.
Darren Duvall, he was sort of beat as he was trying to recover. Prince was able to come back and react to the ball there. And they're going to go quarterback sneak here. It looks like they line up quick. And go tush push, and they do, and they're in. Yep. Touchdown. Touchdown, Manatee. Smith in at running back now, and they give it to Smith. He sticks it in the middle, up the middle, makes two guys miss, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. And Dangler coming on the blitz, and he got Fernandez, and he goes down at the 30. They were trying to run a little hitch and go there, it looked like, double move, but by the time he went to fire it up, Dangler was in his face, and it looked like there's a delay like there normally is. He rolls to his left, throws he out, hits number 4.
Cornelius Fields.
Cornelius Fields, who had the touchdown catch. Nice completion.
Sprinting to his left. It's the ball right to the target.
TJ
Powell cleared out the area.
Scores that we're getting there, and Fernandez is looking to throw. He's got him open. He's got Fields again. Another deep ball to Fields. He's down to the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 2. Fourth down at the 2, and they're going to run it with Powell. He's a bigger back, and he sticks it in there. Touchdown. We get touchdown. It's already been called. Touchdown called on this side. You can see a little bit of a push there in the middle. Powell sticks it in. Right there he's in with the ball. His feet weren't in, but the ball was in. Yeah. One receiver to the left. Jaquan Williams are going to throw the hitch out there. They've done it over and over again. This time he makes a guy miss.
2 guys.
2 guys. 3 guys. He's still going, and he gets out to the 46-yard line. Big gain. And they're going to throw again. This time it's a screen to Williams, and he's taken down. A great play by number 28. What a great play there. Ryan Bundridge.
Yep.
Ryan Bundridge.
A quick pass here.
They rolling right and go to the flat. Oh, picked off. Nice play by 22. He might take it back all the way. He's knocked out of bounds at the 5. What a play. It was an out route, and Jordan Lowry just undercut it and picked it off. Nice hands on the interception. Played that perfectly. And they're going to give it to him. No, he pulls it down, throws a slant as touchdown. Dante Prince on an RPO. Mason Summer put the ball on the stomach of Caden White and then pulled it out and hit the slant.
Powell in motion to the outside receiver.
Fernandez rolls left, and he's going deep. That's covered and going to be picked off. And it's going to be run back. I believe that's one of the Sanders. Down the sideline, he's going to score. Touchdown, Manatee. Maybe we'll see it on the instant replay here. See, Fernandez is flushed out of the pocket really by nothing, but throws up deep ball. Was well covered. He was still over the top of him. There he is, making the interception.
Looking for number 80 up the middle. Again.
Throws, hits number 14 there, Wilson, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Manatee. Sean Wilson from Logan Rogers. And with 1:09 left, Manatee goes up 41-14. And that'll do it. Manatee wins. It's 42-14. I'm Chris Conboy for Paul Meckley. Good night.
And for your 2026 Marching Band of Pirates. Attention fans, may I have your attention please? We ask all spectators to depart the stadium at this time and take shelter in your vehicle. Again, we ask all spectators to depart the stadium at this time and take shelter in your vehicle. If you do not have shelter, please go to the school gymnasium. But we please ask you, if you do have a vehicle, please shelter there.
No rain came, cleared the stadium for about an hour, and we were back at it here, well, about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Braden River will be kicking off here to start the second half, down 7-0, and the kick goes to 31. Judah, and he's got a hole in a big sideline. Wow. He's up the left side and runs over the kicker and goes out of bounds. Judah Galicier, and he's had a big first half. A bunch of good plays on defense and secondary, special teams, and there's another big one on the kickoff return there to give Lakewood Ranch great field position to start the second half.
Yeah, that's the first time that Braden River's kicked off in this game, so Galicier took it down the left sideline and turned it into a great return. You could see his stride frequency was sudden as he was rolling up the Lakewood Ranch sideline.
Wyatt Whitman was the kicker for Braden River. He gets credit for the tackle as he kind of got, I don't know who took more of the hit, him or Galicier. He went out of bounds, so he gets credit for the tackle.
Traver's got Eli in the backfield now.
Eli Berry with Traver, and they're going to run zone read. He gives up the middle to Berry, and he gets a gain of 2. And look at that offensive line downfield, Coach.
Wow.
20 yards downfield. If you show the replay here, you can see the lineman blocking downfield.
The tackle was made there by Zach Analde, defensive lineman, number 12 for the Pirates.
And it's a 2-yard gain, and Lakewood Ranch will go 2nd and 8 from the Braden River 41. And the bad snap is fumbled by the quarterback, Traver. He picks it up, and he's taken down by number 24, Ethan Cowell, for Braden River. A big stop to put Lakewood Ranch way behind the chains.
That's the first real negative play we've seen in the game for the Mustangs.
Yeah,
it was caused by a snap being errant, and then good pressure there, making a tackle by the Braden River Pirates.
Snap was down and away to Traver, and he could not pull it up. It's about shin high. So we got 3rd and long, 3rd and 20. Traver's back to pass. He's looking down the middle. He's got his man, diving catch, Camarion Jones. Nice throw, great catch, first down. They needed 20, they got 22. Great play. There's Traver. He's back going down the middle there. You can see it. Jones diving, laying out, making the catch, getting the first down. Lakewood Ranch didn't hurry up. They line up, and they're ready to go 1st and 10 at the 30. Another low snap. Traver falls on it. Same spot to his right and down.
With that pass completion, that gave Traver on the evening 6 for 10. Unfortunately, they go and have another errant snap and going to lose about 4 yards on that play.
Well, maybe Traver will just throw a 16-yard pass this time, or a 15-yard pass instead of 22, and get the first down. But
earlier in the game, I had said they might be throwing to him in the middle as the middle's wide open. It looks like Braden River's playing man with no free safety.
They give off to Berry, and he's stopped for a big loss there by, you guessed it,
number 45, Freedom McDaniel.
Freedom McDaniel.
That's his 6th solo tackle.
Probably 4 of them in the back. Three for a loss. As I said, it feels like a bunch.
He's doing a yeoman's effort there. So Mustangs, after picking up that 30-yard completion, have gone backwards.
3rd and 20 again. Well, 3rd and 18, 19.
Looks like man across the front, 2 deep, or they're playing a 4 shell.
Jones goes in motion. Man. Rolling left is Traver. He's going to try to hit Jones on a curl, and it's broken up there by 14 and 23 for Braden River. 2 defenders there, Jaden Moore and Caden Parker. Both of them collapsed on Jones and separated him from the ball. It's a tough throw, rolling to your left and throwing back into a curl like that.
And after the one big play, Braden,
we're going to try a real long field goal here.
55.
But now remember, the holder is the quarterback, so you could see a fake here. This is going to be a 56-yard field goal attempt. The wind is blowing that way, and that little breeze that picked up from the storm that's north of us here. And there's the kick, and he gets it away. He's got good distance, just short. Good effort there. Number 29 for Lakewood Ranch, kicking there, Luca Quay. And he was maybe a yard short from, I say from 55, that's probably good, because that was almost there.
Yeah, it was a special try there, and with the kick going into the end zone, the Braden River Pirates will be putting the ball on their own 20-yard line with a 1st and 10 as they begin the second half of action for them on offense.
So we go back to Braden River on offense with Lewis and Desenor at quarterback, and it looks like they're going to start off with Garvin. We mentioned earlier their leading rusher, David Lewis, not dressed tonight. We saw him on the sideline.
In the first half, Desenor was 9 for 15 for 86 yards with one interception.
Throw to the
going
flats.
out to Garvin again.
He's hit by number 2 and number 12, Jackson McGill, in on that tackle there for Lakewood Ranch. Nice gain of 5 or 6 yards.
Desenor's doing a good job of finding the guys in the flat and just getting the easy throws off to them. Picked up 6 there.
Yeah, decisive, getting rid of the ball quick, and like I said, nice safe throws.
He's joined in the backfield there by number 33 this time.
And it's 2nd and 4, and they give to 33, and we get a run-through tackle for a loss by
Aiden Getchow, making number
Getchow again.
6.
Once again, running through the, look like the A gap there. We'll see here, there he comes running through, hitting him in the backfield, untouched by a blocker. At some point, somebody's going to have to try to block him, you would think.
They just got to close down their splits and not go for the man. Looks like they're man blocking instead of getting everybody into the zone.
Yeah, and he's just crossing guys' face and running people down. And they throw it to the flats again, looking for 33, the running back that time. It's incomplete. Caden Parker, ball was a little bit behind him, I think, and they tried to throw the same play they threw earlier. Yeah, it's back behind him there. And not sure how much he would have gotten had the defense was out there for Lakewood Ranch.
They're definitely trying to throw the ball horizontal here at the start of the second half as they came to the left to Garvin on one play. And then this time they went to Emmerich over on the right side. And
now Esteban Ben-Jude will give it a shot punting for Braden River.
Back to return, number 12, dangerous return man. And
Camarion Jones. There's the snap, and they get the kick away. It's a good kick over Jones's head, down the sideline, gets a good roll. He's going to pick it up his own 29. Hit right away. 81 for Braden River, makes the play down there. Good coverage by Aaron Humphreys. Making the tackle down there.
Cameron Jones there trying to pick the ball up on the bounce, and by the time it is bounced, all of his blockers that were done blocking for him, he was on his own and swarm of.
Another example, we say every week, every game, every year, how important it is to catch punts in high school and not let them hit the ground.
Probably lost 12 yards in field position on that play.
Yep.
But they get the ball, 1st and 10, second drive of the half.
Lakewood Ranch was going to get back to running the ball up the middle that they did so well in the first half here. And now they're going to give a little jet sweep to Jones, and he makes one guy miss. He comes back, changes direction, and gets upfield, makes a nice gain out of nothing. He was hitting the backfield, and he broke away and ends up getting 5 yards out of the play. Here he is there on the replay. You can see it. Breaks the tackle.
Josh Salinas, a linebacker on the tackle. That's about his 4th tackle this evening for the Pirates.
It's a gain of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for Lakewood Ranch. And that was an attempt to run outside to the left that was thwarted by the Braden River defense, and he had to change direction. Now they're going to go up the middle. I think is it Flores in there now? Yeah, it's Flores, and he gets about 5. He gets the first down. They're going to give it to him. He got to the line to gain.
Tackle on the play made by Freedom McNeil was in on it, and also number 12, our fellow Zach, was in on that play.
That play was indicative of what we saw in the first half with Lakewood Ranch running straight ahead on zones up the middle behind that big offensive line. So it's Flores and Traver in the backfield for Lakewood Ranch. You've got 3 receivers out to the left. Camarion Jones comes back. motions to the backfield. They drop back to pass, throw a flare to Jones. Gets out on the perimeter, stops. Oh, nice play by number 12. Ran him down when he stopped there. Zachariah Alnati has been very active tonight.
He has. He has been running to the football, and that's a great example of a defensive lineman running sideline to sideline as the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs were trying to throw the ball and spread the Pirates out. Alnalde was up for the challenge and ran that play down for only a gain of about a yard on a pass.
And we're going to take an official's timeout here as we do the water break, and we'll look and see if we have some scores from around other games. We'll try to pull those up what we can get.
San Diego Chargers are on top of the Chiefs by a score of 7-0 midway into second quarter.
In NFL action from Brazil, Alador Academy up 45-3 on St. Stephen's. Cardinal Mooney 39-3 over Rockledge. Bishop Verot and Venice. Venice is up 7-3. Lemon Bay looks like they may be getting on the off the schneid with a 42-6 lead at the half over Hardee. Riverview 31, Palmetto 21 at the half. A high-scoring affair there. Bayshore 14, Pinellas Park 6. That game is delayed as well for Lightning. Sarasota 27, Northport 7. And up in Georgia, Lowndes County High School 42, the Manatee Hurricanes 0 in the second quarter, and Lowndes having their way with Manatee. And Lakewood Ranch comes out here, 2nd and 10. Jones in motion. They're going to give the Flores up the middle. He's hit, taken down by McDaniel, I believe. Freedom McDaniel making another tackle.
That's 8 tackles in the game for him.
Josh Salinas actually made a good play on that, taking on the blocker and plugging the hole, and when the running back cut back, McDaniel was there to make the tackle, so they worked in tandem to make that play. Lakewood Ranch, 3rd and 7. Travers back to throw, pumps, looks down the middle, he throws into coverage, and it's broken up by number 15 for Braden River, and it's coming from the corner position over Xavier Davis.
The pass was intended for Christian Campbell.
Looking for number 7 Campbell up the seam, and the outside defender came over and defended it and made a nice play. And that defender is now back to return to punt, Davis. Lakewood Ranch trots the punting team onto the field. Kawa Magno, and he gets away a punt. Line drive. He's going to get a good roll on this, I think. No, bounces sideways and goes out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. 25-yard line, they're going to mark it. It'll be first down, Lakewood Ranch. And 1st and 10 at the 25, or Braden River, Braden River 1st and 10 at the 25, trailing 7-0 with 4:57 remaining in the third quarter. As we come back after our lightning delay that we had of about 45 minutes. Very quick first half. We played it in less than an hour. That was really good, quick football. Not a lot of penalties. Both teams running the ball and executing pretty well.
Lou Desenart back in there at quarterback for the Pirates. In the first half, he was 9 for 15. He's 1 for 2 so far in the second half. In the backfield with him is number 14, Jaden Moore, it looks like.
I think they're going to try to push it downfield a little bit more with them. No, the flares, that Lakewood Ranch is starting to jump those flare routes now, and they're not getting as much. And there's a handoff to Moore. He goes around the right side, good run. He's still going. He's going to get about 17 yards. That's number 14, Jaden Moore, running by the right side behind big Darion Pompey. Braden River, you get a good block on the perimeter there. You see number 4, Jake Polson, out there blocking downfield, 15 yards downfield. That's what turns those 4-yard runs into 20-yard runs when you get the receivers blocking on the perimeter.
Pirates have been playing that running back position by committee tonight, and Jaden seems to be the guy gaining the most yards with 17 on that pickup.
And it's 1st and 10. Yard marker said 2nd, but they changed it. Desenor's going to throw up the seam, pushing it upfield, like I said. And it's dropped. The ball looked like it was thrown well. Jake Polson right up the seam. Look at the ball hit him in the chest. Couldn't hang on. He was in traffic. Here you see the replay. Desenor, good throw. Fires the ball down the seam. He was getting hit from the outside by the corner out there for Lakewood Ranch, number 14.
Remy Ketzman, that was on the defense there. For
all right, thank you. Ketzman on the defense, helping break up that pass. 2nd and 10 now for Braden River. They're going to go back and give and run to Moore again to the right side. Cuts it back up into the middle. He runs, looks like he runs right into number 31. Is that 31 in there, I believe? Has made a lot of good plays tonight. Might have been Ketchow.
Third and 9 now for Desenar from their own 42-yard line.
3rd and 9. Desenar back to throw up the seam to 4 again. This time Polson catches it. He's hammered, and it's going to be a targeting call, but he held on to the ball and made a great catch. The safety gets up slow too. That's Camarion Jones. A big hit on the receiver, and they're going to call targeting on that on a defenseless player. That's a play that would have been applauded back in our coaching days, right, Coach?
Yeah, it would have been a nice hit and collision, and for the safety of the game, they have put down those rules and expected players to follow it, as the sophomore there, Jake Paulson, ran a very similar route to what he had done in the last series, and this time he came away with the catch, and
they're going to get 15. Down. They should get 15 tagged onto that, it looks, from the flag came out. They haven't marked that off yet. Maybe they're not. I thought I saw a flag come in, didn't you?
I thought I saw a flag, but they may have all gotten together. Oh, there it comes.
Yeah, okay, they're marking it off now.
It's good to see Jake Polson up, going off the sideline.
He's a little slow getting up, but he's good. He's jogging off on his own power. Camarion Jones was a little slow getting up to deliver the hit as well. That was a violent collision down there. It wasn't a dirty play. He was just, coming up to hit a receiver. It's just the receiver's looking back at the ball. And nowadays that's considered defenseless. And
that play has energized the Pirate sideline here.
Well, it's pushed them down to the red zone here at the 20-yard line. Down 7-0 with 4:08 left in the third quarter. Braden River's knocking. Desenor back, looks downfield. He's going down the middle of the 7, a little bit to his left. He had him open on a little over route and threw it a little too far out in front of him. I saw what he had in mind there.
Looks like he had plenty of time to throw the ball.
Good protection, yes.
He set his feet real well, and unfortunately he just overthrew the receiver a little bit.
Freedom McDaniel going in on offense here.
Coach told me they might use him there.
I'm assuming he's going to be an H-back and extra blocker in there over there with big Darion Pompey.
Line up as tight end. I would think they're running right.
Yep. Yermack, the running back, 33.
Although he put his hand on the ground and took
stood
his
up,
hand
and that's going to be that's part of the problem when you get a guy who doesn't work on it all the time.
I think the Pirates might have saved the 5-yard penalty by calling timeout, as Coach Jason Grain wants to talk it over a little bit with the new ball player that went in on offense.
Well, the ref signaled. He made the signal for the penalty. I don't know if the white hat knows that the timeout was called, that there was no. Looks like to me they're still going to mark it off, but they're discussing it now. It looks like they're going to leave it there. No, he's calling a penalty. Now the line judge on the Braden River side is coming in to explain that the timeout was called before he stood up, and at least that's their feeling over here on the Braden River side.
That'll make it 1st and 15, wouldn't it?
It would make it for 1st and 15, yeah.
Still seems to be some discussion.
Yeah, they're telling looks like they're telling Lakewood Ranch staff now and waving off the penalty that the timeout was called. So we got 4:01 left in the third quarter. Braden River uses their timeout to avoid the penalty, calling it. They realized he was lined up incorrectly because the receiver out there was also on the line of scrimmage. So they knew they had to do something there. And we look ahead next week, Coach. We have a great game scheduled. I believe it's Parrish versus Palmetto.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Paul.
Parish at Palmetto next week, and then in 2 weeks, Palmetto and Lakewood Ranch. So we have the Tigers coming up for the first time this year for 2 weeks in a row. We'll see Parish for the first time. They're undefeated, blowing people out, and they outscored their opponents 83-0 in their 2 games, I believe. They will be playing their best competition yet against Palmetto. But
so Freedom McDaniel is now the H-back.
H-back, like we thought. Yermak is going to run to the right, and he gets no gain, maybe a yard. We're going to mark him down for. The ref up top ruled no gain.
Here comes
the ref on the
Getzlaw
bottom
again
is
from the backside, right underneath the players, making the tackle for no gain. He came from the right side of the defense and made the tackle on the left side of the
down
football.
marker says 3rd down, and the scoreboard says 3rd down, but it should only be 2nd, shouldn't it? Wasn't that a 1st down play when they called timeout? Or no, they threw an incomplete pass. I'm sorry, they did throw an incomplete pass on 1st down by the goal line. So it is 3rd and 10. Probably see Desenor throw here, and he's back and he's looking. He's got time. He's going to run down the middle, makes one guy miss. He's wrapped up and he falls forward, gets a nice gain, gets a good chunk of it back. It's going to be a tough decision here for Braden River. 4th and 3. Do they take the field goal here in the 3rd quarter, or do they 4th and maybe 3.5, might be 4.
Tackle made there by Sebastian Shamrock on the bottom of the pile.
Number 34.
Along with number 11, Drew Nolan, a linebacker, 2 of them.
They're going for it. They didn't think about it.
That might tell you
Moore's
something.
back in the backfield. It's 4th and a long 3, maybe 4. They got to get to the 10. And they're going to just hand off to Moore, and he's hitting the backfield by Shamrock again, and no gain. Maybe got a yard out of it.
This time it was Shamrock coming from that linebacker position.
And that run through from the linebackers has been killing Braden River's
And then right
offense.
behind him was Getzlaw joining as the 2 linebackers, middle linebackers for the Mustangs, thwart that drive by the Pirates.
That was sort of a dagger there, I think, after that drive, and get big pass completion, the penalty, and they still couldn't get anything out of it. That's going to be hard to overcome for Braden River this late in the 3rd quarter. 2:35 left. It's Lakewood Ranch 7. They're still in it, though. They're only down 1 score. Lakewood Ranch has the ball at their own 12-yard line or 13-yard line after the big stop on 4th down. And they're going to give it in the backfield. No, he does give it, and he's still going.
Eli Berry.
Eli Berry, ball is out. The ball is out, and Braden River's on it. And it's going to be Braden River ball at the 25-yard line. And just like that, Braden River gets new life. Eli Berry, a great run, a lot of effort. And as often happens when they're fighting for extra yardage, someone pops that ball out, and Braden River's on top of it to recover it.
He had gained 8 yards on the play, and the ball was recovered there by number 15, Desiree Davis. Davis is a junior defensive back or outside linebacker for the Pirates.
Yeah, he's been playing safety tonight and returning kicks, Davis, or corner. And now Lakewood Ranch's defense has to go right back out on the field after one play, after a long drive, and they may be fatigued. Braden River as a receiver coming in late.
He's a man that had played mostly defense, and now he's over there on offense also.
Ethan Cal.
Emptied the backfield for Desenor.
And he goes up the seam to number 1. Sinelli catches and he drags a defender down to the 1. Just short of the goal line. They mark him just short at the 1. Wait, the refs are talking about it. It's close. You can see it here on the replay as he drags him. It looks, I don't know if the ball got in. The problem is there's no refs down there at the goal line to really see whether the ball got in. Touchdown, Braden River. Nick Sinelli catches the ball up the seam and drags 3 Lakewood Ranch defenders into the end zone to give Lakewood Ranch the score to make it 7-6. And they're now a point after attempt away from tying the game here with 2:14 left in the 3rd quarter. Look at Sinelli with the second, third effort and lunging for the goal line. Camarion Jones is hanging on him. Sebastian.
No, he was definitely across the goal line there. This is a big extra point now. We haven't seen their place kicker yet.
No, we haven't seen him place kick yet. Esteban Benjude also handles the punting duty, so his leg's loose. So plenty of punts tonight. And this is an extra point to tie the game with 2:14 left for Braden River. Good snap, hold, kick is good. And the game's tied 7-7. Braden River fans going crazy over here on the home side. They get that big turnover and turn it into a score. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back with more action. 7-7, Braden River and Lakewood Ranch.
Section E, check the second flag. Check Nat's flag, please. Natalie's flag. It's upside down.
Welcome back. We're here at Braden River High School. We got a 7-7 game. Braden River just took advantage of the big turnover on the fumble recovery deep in Lakewood Ranch territory. One play, pass completion to Nick Sinelli for a touchdown. Extra point is good, and the game is tied 7-7.
That was Lou Desenard completing a pass up the seam again, very similar to what he had thrown to his sophomore receiver, Jake Polson.
There's a little pooch kick by Whitman. It's taken by the up man, and he gets hit hard. He goes down, but it'll be good field position for Lakewood Ranch at the 42.
Tackle made there by number 27 on the special teams, Gavin Prokowski. Good hit.
Yeah, good form tackle. Good hit there. Lakewood Ranch, though, gets it at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 for Brett Traver and the Mustangs. Two backs in the backfield now.
I think it's Barry and Flores back there.
And they got an H back in.
Low snap, give to Flores. Straight ahead, ball's out. Lakewood Ranch has it. Number 60 for Lakewood Ranch with the recovery. Flores, the ball popped out. Adrian Echenique with the recovery. He runs to the sideline with the ball. The ref wanted it back, but he wasn't giving it up. And it's going to be Braden River ball at the Lakewood Ranch 45, and the Lakewood Ranch offense is just shooting themselves in the foot.
2 plays, 2 fumbles.
2 fumbles. Ball security.
2 fumbles lost.
Yes, both recovered by Braden River. Opportunistic defense.
Now let's see if Braden River comes back and does what they did the last time, and that was take a shot early.
And they've been hitting that seam to different receivers, both the Polson and the Sinelli going up the seam, so that's been their favorite spot with the throw. It looks like they might be running the same play. Desenor's back again. This time he's throwing the over route. Looks like he's trying to hit number 7 out there, Travion Dixon, but the ball's too wide. I don't think he was throwing the vertical to the outside receiver.
Yeah, that time they had the 3 receivers. They brought a guy in motion out of the backfield and emptied it, and they tried to hit number 7, running the over route, Travion Dixon, and the pass was incomplete.
It's essentially just 4 verticals against cover 3, and the out of a trips formation, so that third receiver's working across the field to the opposite hash mark, and that's what they've been throwing. 2nd and 10. Desenor is going to throw. He throws a vertical ball out of bounds, way out of bounds. Dixon ran a hitch, so Braden River's offense now looks a little.
There's a little
confused.
miscommunication there between the receiver and the quarterback on that particular play. I think Desenor thought he was going deep, and the receiver felt like because of the off coverage he was going to run a hitch.
So we got 3rd and 10, right, just that quickly. Yernak's in the backfield, 33 with Desenor.
See if they come back with that same play up the middle, seam route.
He's back to pass. He's looking down the seam again, and good coverage by number 11, Drew Nolan, running with the receiver up the seam. Ball was thrown behind the receiver. He could not come back through the linebacker to make the catch. It was 4th down. So after that turnover, Braden River will have to give it back.
Pass was intended for Boston Welchek, and now the punter for the Pirates are coming into the game, number 11, Esteban.
Esteban Benjude, who just kicked the extra point. He'll be punting. Camarion Jones is back deep, kicks it to the left corner again as he's done all night, gets a good bounce, and again, Coffin Corner out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. Pinning Lakewood Ranch deep.
Once again,
ball's hitting the
ground. The mistake of having the ball hit the ground instead of catching it. That ball is going to be at the 3-yard line. The Lakewood
we talked about it last week at the Manatee game where they had made the adjustment after the first punt and put 2 returners back. That might be something Lakewood Ranch wants to consider doing here to be able to cover the field more and catch those balls so they don't get the 20-yard roll out of bounds at the 3 like they had there.
The Mustangs are looking to run a play this time and not turn one over since they've gone 2 plays in a row and had 2 fumbles in the start of 2 different drives. This time they're backed up in their own end zone. Traver takes the ball and he's just going to run a quarterback run by himself to get it out to the 5-yard line.
Just get himself a little room there, I think, for the snap, a little more comfortable. 2-yard gain. Maybe 2-yard gain. They're right at the 5-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 8. Coming out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Lakewood Ranch.
In the backfield with him is Eli Berry at this time.
Berry had to fumble earlier. He has not touched the ball since then. You kind of want to get him the ball and get his confidence back if you're Coach Paravicini.
Watch Freedom McDaniel on this play. I can sense him coming right in from this bottom left-hand side.
A little confusion by Lakewood Ranch in the formation. They finally get set, they snap, and they're going to roll left. And he's got him in the flats. Jones catches it for a first down. He steps backwards to avoid a tackle and then gains the yardage back. Ends up with a 9-yard gain for a first down.
That's a big completion off the goal line, sprinting to the left-hand side
we've
for
seen
a right-handed quarterback.
We've seen him make some really good throws rolling to his left today, difficult throws.
So that gives him a first down. Eli Berry still in the backfield with Brett Traver.
1st and 10. Lakewood Ranch goes 4 wide, 2 by 2. With Eli Berry in the backfield. Give to Berry up the middle. It breaks out to his left. Has a nice gain. Runs over a defender. Gets a first down and goes out of bounds after a gain of about 14. And a late hit coming in on. The Lakewood Ranch player just hit the ref. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A Lakewood Ranch player ran into pile and ran over a ref. After the Braden River had the late hit on the sideline. They're going to sort this out. Both coaching staffs immediately making sure their teams didn't leave the sideline, doing a good job there. We got to get a replay and see what happened there. On the sideline, maybe we can get a replay and see the penalty there where the late hit came in, and then if it continues.
We got 32 seconds remaining in the
third quarter
with the score tied 7-7, a gain of about 16 on the play, and a big discussion. Here comes the replay.
There's the replay. They call the late hit. The flag comes out. One of the offensive linemen knocked the Braden River player right into the ref. The ref got trampled on in the middle there. It's probably going to be offsetting now. Their penalty was called. And then you'll see the lineman come in here and just drills. Looks like 71 for Lakewood Ranch, Mikey Calderon. He may be ejected. I mean, if the refs had the instant replay that we have, he would be ejected from the game, I would assume.
He went and blocked out of bounds.
Late.
Zachariah Alnati. And
that was a good 30 seconds after the play was over and the penalty had already been called. You could see the other Lakewood Ranch players on the bench applauding that the ref threw the flag. And then he came flying out of nowhere and knocked the Braden River player over a ref and on top of him. And that's just a lack of composure there that can, will probably cost Lakewood Ranch, because it would have been a 15-yard penalty on Braden River for the late hit. Instead, you might get offsetting and an ejection.
Personal foul.
They have not ejected him, I don't think. I'm shocked that he did not get ejected.
Personal foul on Lakewood Ranch. So far, his only call that they've given. And we're focused in on the officials now. We're starting it all over. Offsetting.
2 personal fouls on Braden River, 1 on Lakewood Ranch.
First down.
So Lakewood Ranch, I think, gets away with one there. I would be looking at an ejection and offsetting penalties from what we saw in the replay, but obviously the refs don't have replay. I'm sure that's what Braden River's thinking. The first penalty was definitely a late hit by Braden River, but then the 71, Mikey Calderon, came in way late after the flag was thrown and really could have injured the official over there.
Have to put that one in real slow motion to find out what happened on that particular sequence of events. But anyway you look at it now, it's going to be 1st and 10 at midfield almost for.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 49 for Lakewood Ranch. That's a huge break for them to come out of that, not losing the starting offensive lineman and gaining 15 yards.
Remember, this drive started on the 2-yard line of the Mustangs, and now they're out to the 50. 49.
Trevor running to the sideline to talk to his coach, get some final instructions about the play call here. So it looks like we're ready to go with 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The game is tied 7-7. A little bit heated, getting a little chippy out there. Lakewood Ranch goes 4 wide again, 2 by 2. Traver back to pass. Going to throw a screen out to the left.
Cooper. No, 17.
Campbell, Christian Campbell, catches the screen, gets a good block, makes one guy miss, and gets a 16-yard gain for a 1st down. Gets a little block there on the hand, makes a guy miss. Has some blocking downfield by the receivers.
He actually fumbled that ball.
He fumbled it out of bounds. Yeah, that was
close.
That would have been 3 possessions in a row.
That's going to be the end. Nope.
Looks like we got another penalty.
Player down here on the Pirate sideline.
They're bringing it all the way back to. No, there is a penalty. They called a penalty on one of those blocks. An illegal block back at the 43. It's going to go back to the 47 of Lakewood Ranch. And they'll repeat the down.
So the game has come to a slow grind here.
Braden River has an injured player on the field. That's what we're stopping for now. Over here by their sideline, being tended to by the athletic training staff. So it's going to be 1st down and 12 from the 48. We'll go back and play 1st down again and back them up a little bit.
And going back to the play where the referee got run into, that was a very big run by Eli Berry to get the ball off the goal line for the Mustangs and gain that valuable yardage.
The injured player for Braden River was Moore. And we mentioned that earlier. He's playing both ways, and we talked about how difficult that can be, especially in the Florida heat and humidity. Jaden Moore looks like he was cramping up, and the trainers were working on him. So he's back on the sideline now, and actually looks like he's talking to a trainer or a doctor over there now.
So we got to do it all over, but it's 1st and 12 this time.
1st and 12. Lakewood Ranch goes back with the H-back in there, motion back to 2 backs. They're going to give to Barry off to the left side. He's hitting the backfield, no gain.
Sometime in this game, I predict Traver is going to pull that ball, and he's going to kick the pitch out to
I keep
Jones.
thinking he's going to, but he hasn't yet. Darius Pompey playing on defense there, making a big play. The big right tackle from their offense, playing a little both ways. And that's going to take us down to the end of the quarter. So we're going to take a quick break right here as the quarter ends. Lakewood Ranch 7, Braden River 7. To Braden River High School. 7-7 game. Braden River and Lakewood Ranch tied starting the fourth quarter. Lakewood Ranch ball at the 47. 2nd and 12 from the 47. Traver's going to go back to pass. He's looking out to the flats. He throws to 7. He's got a completion. He makes a guy miss. Comes back to the middle of the field, making guys miss. He's going to get about a 15-yard gain there.
Karsten Fuller on the reception.
Fuller, number 7 on the catch.
For the Mustangs.
He caught a little 5-yard hitch, and he made a bunch of guys miss and got 15 yards, and now we got 2 Braden River players cramping. Freedom McDaniel, they cannot afford to lose him. He gets up right away.
And Jair Davis.
Yes.
Kick return man and
Xavier Davis, who
defensive player,
is now cramping. This who's a starting DB and a punt returner, so that hurts. And here you get a look at number 6, David Lewis, the starting running back, who's out, not playing tonight.
That's a big pickup on 1st and 12 after basically being stuck at that 47-yard line for 2 plays in a row. And there they.
Yep, it was a safe throw and a good smart throw, and getting the ball to your receiver and let him make guys miss and turned it into a big play.
I think that's the 2nd reception tonight for.
I also think it's the 5th or 6th play in a row where we had stoppage after the play for a penalty, an injury, something. After the first half flew by, played the first half in under an hour.
Then had an hour halftime.
About 45 minutes. Weather delay. And now we're here, and it's 7-7, and Lakewood Ranch is 2-0. That 2-0 record is on the line here.
Next week, the Mustangs from Lakewood Ranch will be taking on the Southeast Seminoles.
And where is that game, Coach? Do you know if that
game will be at Lakewood Ranch, I do believe. And next week, the Braden Pirates will be traveling to the den of the Bayshore Bruins, I believe.
Ooh, Bayshore Bruins, who were up tonight. Last time I checked, they were leading 14-6, still postponed according to our score service.
Traver and now Barry still in the backfield. It's Eli Barry wearing number 4. They got a tight end in there this time.
Well, Barry bobbling the ball at the handoff. That was close to come out. I saw a ball pop up high as he was taking that handoff. There was
Freedom McDaniel crashing down through there from the far side again, making the play and
you can see the ball
up
pop
that
up
middle.
there, almost coming out on that handoff, but they get a 3.5-yard gain or a 3-yard gain.
Freedom McDaniel is a nice football player, using his size and his leverage to get underneath those offensive linemen of the
And
Mustangs.
he's another effort guy as well, like Getchow. Traver back, looking deep, he's looking for Camarion Jones. Incomplete. So that's an example where you throw the ball on the outside, and if you don't connect on it, it's incomplete. I don't know why the receiver, Jones, went back inside for it. Look, if he stayed outside, he had a better chance, but nobody's hurt there if you keep the ball on the outside on those 9 routes.
Well, the Mustangs have 2 downs to pick up 7 yards and keep this drive going as we start the fourth quarter, 11 minutes to go.
And they did try a 55-yard field goal earlier, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get the first down here. They might have confidence to try a field goal. Traver keeps it this time, and he's wrapped up and brought down by number 4, Jake Polson.
I have
both
a
ways.
sneaking suspicion that he was. I'm not so sure that they're reading that as much as he was supposed to maybe pull that and pitch it.
Freedom McDaniel also in on the play.
In a surprise. Now you got 4th down and 7 yards to go, and your kicker's going to have to make a.
It's actually a loss of a yard. It'll be 4th and 8. And they're going to go for it here. With 10:48 left here in the fourth quarter, Lakewood Ranch tied 7-7 with Braden River. They're going for a 4th and 8. Traver's rolling to his right.
Oh, he's got him.
He's going. The receiver fell down on the cut, and he was open, and he threw the ball, and the receiver fell just as he released it.
He had Cameron Jones also, but I think he was definitely looking for the widest receiver. out there.
And Braden River holds and takes over
And
at their 34.
Hitting the ground there, falling as he came out of his break, was number 7, Karsten Fuller.
Fuller, who he had just hit earlier on a hitch and made a nice run after catch. Get some nice yardage, lost his footing. That's the second receiver I've seen fall on this newish turf.
Second year field for the Braden River Pirates as the Manatee County.
Usually the footing is very good. Maybe sometimes it's too good. Your foot kind of sticks, causes guys to stumble. Braden River, quarterback's going to keep it. Gets a block, cuts out to the outside on the right side. Oh, nice tackle there. Coming up to make the tackle is, can't see the number. Looks like 14 for Lakewood Ranch.
Remy Ketzman.
Remy Ketzman came up, made a nice shoestring tackle on Desenor.
You know, the defensive line for the Mustangs kept their gap integrity, and there was no way for the quarterback to make a cut up field. He kept going towards the sideline, and Remy came up and made a nice tackle there for the
He did get 3
Mustangs.
on it. It'll be 2nd and 7. He threw a screen, and then he pulled it down and threw it right into Remy Ketzman's hands. It was a screen called. Remy Ketzman blew it up. Desenor pumped and pulled it back and then threw it out there, and he threw it right into the chest of Ketzman, who's standing waiting for the ball, and he makes the interception. And then he gets tackled for a first down for Lakewood Ranch. Big turnover at the 30-yard line of Braden River.
Desenor and Sinelli came to the sideline, and Desenor and Sinelli were talking about the mistake of communication that they had on that play as he double clutched and brought it back. And
at that point, you probably want to just throw it over his head out of bounds and live to play another play.
Another down, yep.
You know, a good gesture of sportsmanship. I just saw 71 when they went out on the field there. Mikey Calderon go over and shake hands and apologize to number 12 from Braden River. The guy that he hit over there on the snap was low. They pick it up and give it to Camarion Jones. He gets to the outside, and he's wrapped up out there.
Number 15 on the tackle for.
I think it was 19. Was it 15? I thought it was 19.
Okay. Don't have a 19 on my roster here.
Kerry Peacock for Braden River. Number 19. I believe he's the guy who made that tackle.
Yep.
Back there with the green shoes. 15 who was cramping earlier. It looks like he's not in right now. 2nd and 10 for Lakewood Ranch. They've been. The ball's down. It's on the ground. It's picked up. They're going to rule an incomplete pass. It looked like they were going to try to throw a screen, and it was defended well. Both teams have thrown so many balls into the flats tonight and not pressed it up the field very much that the defense is really attacking those screens and those flares.
Yeah, it's been a horizontal game instead of a vertical game. The only time it went vertical was when Desenor for the Pirates started hitting the seam routes to a couple of his receivers.
And they had a lot of success with that.
Yes, they did.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Quick 2 downs after the turnover. Braden River defense tightening up here.
2-by-2 set.
Braden River's Lakewood Ranch 3rd and 10 at the 30. He's back. He's looking downfield. He's got him on the seam. A little bit overthrown. He had a man open. Number 7 again.
Fuller
open. Could have been a touchdown there. Brett Traver a little long with it. You can see him there. Nobody in the picture really with him.
Traver is staying in the ball game, and they have brought in
he's
their
the
kicker.
holder. Yeah,
Yep.
he's the holder. So we saw them try a 55-yard field goal, which would have been good from where they're kicking from here.
Unfortunately, this time
Wind.
he's probably kicking it into a little bit of a breeze, maybe.
Looks like it maybe into a little quartering from the right. Half a club, maybe. It'll be a 42-yarder. There's the kick, and it's a knuckler, and it's going to go through the end zone, and it'll be Braden River ball to 20. No good. So with 8:50 left, it's 7-7. We get 8 minutes and 57 seconds left of regulation time in a 7-7 game.
I think Lakewood Ranch scored the second time that they had the football tonight, and they just have not been able to muster up consecutive plays to get themselves back in that touchdown area into the red zone. Braden River took their one shot at it and got it in there when that was a touchdown pass to the sophomore Jake Polson from the junior Desenor.
All right, here we go. 8:50 left in the fourth quarter. Braden River, Lewison Desenor at quarterback. And he's going to give to Garvin. Oh, he's destroyed by Getchow. Also number 50 in there, making the play down low. But Getchow came over the top and just leveled him. Good downhill play here. Oh, what a hit. Nice play there by number 25, Getchow.
If he's playing out of position as a safety, playing linebacker, I'd keep him at linebacker.
I think what Coach meant is that he's
I understand
going to the next level.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
He is as advertised.
Yeah, the college coaches are looking for bigger guys as linebacker, but he's doing what the team needs, and you could tell Coach Paravicini really appreciated him, and he's really filling in well for DePaula, who they lost last year, who had so many tackles for them. Desenor back, and he's got time. He's rolling to his right. He's going to throw it away out of bounds. He's got a receiver close enough to be just an incomplete pass.
Pressure that time by linebacker number 36, Keegan Earl. He's a defensive lineman, came out, and no place to go for Desenor, so he just threw
He had
it
a
away.
little time there at first. I thought he was going to be able to find somebody, but it was good coverage, I guess, downfield. And finally, eventually got chased out of the pocket and had to throw it away. 3rd and 11 now. They got Garvin at tailback with Desenor on 3rd and 11. Ball snapped. Desenor is looking to throw. Up the seam, overthrows. Number 17 was the intended receiver, Boston Welchek. Ball was thrown well to the outside or high for where he was.
And the punt team's coming on for the Pirates as it's 4th down.
You
and
can't
11
go for that
yards
on
to
your
go.
own 20-yard line. That would be a disaster.
The players on the Braden River offensive team were kind of lobbying for another play, but now the difficulty is going to be for Braden River. They're going to have to kick the ball to one of the
Hard to sell the
Mustangs'
4th and 11. Hard to sell the 4th and 11. Maybe a 4th and 1 down there, but
most dangerous return man, Camerion
Esteban
Jones.
Benjude, he's been doing a good job kicking the ball away from Camerion Jones and getting a good roll. See what he does here. Pressure comes, he gets it off. This time it's playable. Jones catches it, changes direction, makes one guy miss, gets dragged down by around the neck by number 27. He made a tackle earlier on special teams.
Camerion Jones is a nice,
Gavin Perkowski.
Nice, exciting football player.
Yes, he is. He's exciting when the ball's in his hands. Nice tackle there by Perkowski. That's the second good tackle on special teams. You see him here coming a little high and doesn't grab the helmet, it looks like. Gets him around the neck, so gets away with no penalty there.
The change in field position. Now the drive's going to start at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, big, good field position for Lakewood Ranch here.
Pirate 40-yard line.
I'm surprised they haven't got back to just running it up the middle with Flores that they had so much success on earlier in the game. And, they had Orzel in there at the H-back, and there's Flores up the middle.
You called it.
Yep, there he goes, and that's 8 yards. And, when they were bringing Orzel in as an H-back and letting him lead in from the wing, they were having a lot of success and running counter and zone in there. And I just got to think they're going to run that over and over again right here.
Now they got him in as a tight end again.
Yeah, bringing Orzel in. I mean, your advantage, if your advantage is size over a team, you don't want to spread them out. You want to get your guys packed in there and take advantage of that. And there it goes.
They pulled two
again, Flores for a first down for 5 yards. Just what we were talking about, running behind.
They pulled two linemen that time and brought him around the corner here. Kind of like your wing T plays that we were talking about today earlier.
We talked with Coach about Tony DeMeo. It was like took a lot of the old school wing T plays and put him in the gun and became a gun option wing T guy, and that's what Lakewood Ranch is based out of their offense. Also, if you watch Florida State this past week, and saw Gus Malzahn, he runs a lot of that same stuff. So you got a timeout called here for another cramp. It looks like
Davis is down again.
Davis again for Lakewood Ranch cramping up. 6:55 left in the game. A lot of guys cramping up here. Games with the long hour-long delay. We got several guys playing both ways. It's been a heated, close game, hardly fought, contested, getting a little chippy at times, and it looks like Lakewood Ranch is in position here at the 26-yard line with a 1st and 10 to run some clock while scoring and maybe put this game away if they stick with Flores up the middle.
That's right. It seems as though this last couple of series that they've used Flores more so than Barry. We'll just have to wait and see, but I still think that one of these times on those read plays, Traver's going to pull that ball and get outside and use his speed to make a big conversion.
And your senior captain.
All right, here we go. Lakewood Ranch trips to the right and 4 wide now.
Cameron Jones is going to move inside.
Jones, it looks like there's some confusion. They're moving him in a little. Quarterback looking over for help. They're going to snap the ball and they're going to throw. He throws a hitch and the receiver's blocking. So they did not get. Nobody was on the right page there. And that's really. I mean, you can't. That's inexcusable coming out of an injury timeout. You had plenty of time to huddle. It wasn't like you were in a hurry up and someone got a wrong signal. There was 3 minutes between the last play.
Christian Campbell was definitely blocking.
Yeah, no, he was stalk blocking, and the quarterback was throwing a hitch out there. So you had guys on different pages. Camarion Jones wasn't sure where to line up. Now they're throwing a hitch to Camarion Jones. It goes up in the air. It's intercepted. Pops straight up in the air off his helmet. Cooper Orzel makes the tackle. Braden River stops again. And after pounding it up the middle, play after play on that drive, Lakewood Ranch decides to throw 2 in a row, and they turn it over.
That's the 3rd turnover of the second half for the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs. Their defense has been called on every time to make a big play, and here they are one more time having to make up for the mistake of the ball bouncing off the receiver into the.
It's like 23, Caden Parker with the interception. That ball, he was wide open. Ball was delivered right into his face. It looked like it got through his hands, hit his face mask, and popped straight up in the air. And Caden Parker was running to the ball and was there to make the play. So now Braden River, 6 minutes left with the ball at the 31, decent field position. Now they're in position to put a drive together and put this game away. Back and forth game. Both offenses have shown spurts of doing something, but really not being able to finish.
From 30 to 30.
Yeah,
from 30-yard line to 30-yard line, nobody's making any penetration except the one score that the Pirates had in the second half and the one score that Lakewood Ranch had in the first half.
I will say I think Braden River has the loudest sound system. Might be a little too loud. Can't barely hear myself think up here. All right, we get a 7-7 game. 6:29 left. Braden River with the ball on their 31-yard line.
Giovanni Garvin in at a tailback now, maybe for the.
I believe so.
Pirates.
They give it to Garvin. They're going to run up the middle. He's hit right away by Getchow and 51. Theron Angelitis. Angelitis. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
It's going to force Lou Desinar to probably go to the air here. Which side of the
exceptionally large split by the slot receiver out here.
Counter coming over to this side.
They're going to give the ball to Garvin. He runs off the right side and he's hit after a 1-yard gain.
Tackle made there by number 99. Maddox Hale was in on that play along with a couple other.
Yeah, they brought number 4, Jake Polson, around from the wing as a lead blocker there.
3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 as both teams' offensive seem to be sputtering now. 5:25 left, 7-7.
Polson now again in that H-back.
Back to
Sprint
pass.
out to the side.
He scrambles to the left. He's pointing at his man to go deep. He throws it deep. He's got number 7. A nice catch in and out of the hands of the defender. But number 7, Travion Dixon, pulls it away from Judah Galacier, who almost had a second interception.
Travion Dixon with the big play of the night.
Big
Catching
play.
that long pass by
Galsier
Desenor.
almost had his second pick of the night. As Dixon was behind him, the ball was slightly underthrown, but Dixon came back and pulled it away from him, and now they're at the 22-yard line with a 1st and 10 with 4:58 left in the game with the clock running. And Braden River probably in field goal range now here if they don't lose yardage. They're going to lose yardage big time on that play, and they're going to run through from Getchow for a 5-yard loss.
Well, they had gotten the ball inside the 30, and now it's moved back to the 27.
They're going to mark it to 25. It was only a 2-yard loss. It looked bigger than that.
It's a big play by Getchow again.
Getchow again running through there, unblocked, and
it's got to be double digits now.
When he gets there, he doesn't miss guys very often, does he?
No, he is a secure tackler. Reminds me a little bit of a guy by the name of Desmond Blue.
Desmond
Here
Blue.
he comes
There
again.
he comes again, and
there's a lot of confusion.
Now they're back to the 30-yard line as the snap was low. There was a defensive defenders rushing through. Here comes Getchow, blew the offensive lineman up. 75 for Braden River into the backfield.
That was Nathan O'Neill.
Yeah, Nathan O'Neill went to pull, and he got hit by Getchow, and he went back about 3 yards. Getchow just taking charge of this drive right here, the last 2 plays.
And at the top of the show, you asked me how things were going to go. If they could keep what they were doing for Lakewood Ranch, I said Getchow's going to have a game, and
he is having a game. Yes, he is. I think that's just normal for him what he does, though. So he got a timeout called by Braden River here. Now the ball's at the 30. Not sure if that is field goal range for
Esteban.
I don't know if I get his last name right. Ben Jude. He's had a lot of punts tonight. The extra point was a good kick. If he kicks it like he kicked the extra point, he might be able to make it from 37. So 3:35 here. Do you run it here and try to get a little closer and maybe pop one, or do you risk throwing a ball and risk a sack or something bad happening?
Well, with the ball on the left hash and Desenor is trying to get away from the pressure that the Mustangs have been using, a sprint out pass some kind to a 3-receiver set over on the right might not be a bad idea.
It'll be interesting to see. Maybe they go to that the wheel route that they ran earlier to the wide side of the field, but
looks like they're only going to have a single receiver to this side.
Josh Salinas and linebacker are playing receiver now, so a lot of guys playing both ways now. Nick Sinelli in the slot. I would look at Nick Sinelli up the seam here. You see the free safety stays over the ball at the hash mark. So if Nick Sinelli can clear that running linebacker, they go left side, and he's got Dixon, and he's got a completion, and he's dragging defenders into the 11-yard line. It's going to be a first down. Braden River, 1st and 10 at the 11 on a 3rd and 15. Desenor hits Dixon on the sideline. He breaks tackles and then just drags
and it was
Drew
just,
Nolan.
It was just a stop route in this particular case. No sprint out or anything like that.
Yep.
Just threw to the widest guy. First down and 10 to go from the 11.
Yep, first down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Now watch Getchow again.
Look for the run through here from Getchow. I would be running the ball here if I was Braden River with 2:58 left. Take some time off the clock. Somebody moved.
Illegal motion.
False start. And now they're going backwards. Now they're at the 16. Might not have the luxury of running the ball now.
I'm not sure how often I've seen Braden River use motion, pre-snap motion, and they did just then. And now it kind of backfired because there was illegal procedure. 1st and 15.
So they're going to step it off here. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line. With the wiggle motion or false start.
With the confidence that Desenor now has in Dixon, I can imagine that ball going in that direction.
Braden River, 1st and 15. Here comes the motion again, and run the same play. Stay with it. Bad snap. Desenor picks it up, and he's thrown for a sack by number 99.
Maddox Hale, a junior defensive lineman.
I think at 99 is Reese Poole, isn't it?
Oh, my mistake, yes.
Yeah. Reese Poole
Correct.
Coming upfield, and the ball just rolled back to Desnor. He had couldn't run the play, just had to pick it up and run for his life.
You know, and part of that comes from the fact that the center is trying to get to a block because he has seen Getchell and the other linebackers run through, and now he's trying to do things in a hurry, and Getchell has speeded up the game for the Pirates whenever they've gotten in some kind of scoring territory.
I think you might see like a wide receiver screen here, but they've been running them so much. I think Lakewood Ranch might be ready for it, but that's what both of these teams seem to like to do. But they still have the option of Sinelli up the seam if the free safety stays over on the hash mark, and he's now moved to the middle of the field. But that gives you Dixon one-on-one out there.
They're definitely going the tight end's in the game, or the H-back.
On Judah Galicier, one-on-one on Dixon down at the top of the field there. That could be something to watch there. And there's another rolled ball back. And I don't know if it was offsides. Timeout, Lakewood Ranch before the snap. And that's 3 balls in a row that have not gone in the air yet. So I don't know what the issue is there. Is the center holding his hand? It looks like number 78 is holding his right wrist. If he's the center, that might be the problem. If he's injured and he can't snap it. Coach Grain calls the whole offense over, trying to figure it out.
They've moved it back to 3rd down.
So they're counting that play?
I think they are.
What was the timeout call then for?
I don't know, but it's 3rd down and a long 26.
Wow, 3rd down from the 27. I thought they had stopped the play for a timeout, but they're going to count the play. It's 3rd and 26.
They've lost 16 yards on 3 plays. 2 plays.
2 plays.
Mustangs are rolled up in the
center
face.
who's
Here
holding
comes
his wrist. And there's another rollback. He can't snap it. He rolls out and throws, and there's a flag interference, and they're going to get 15 yards. Interference goal.
Not a first down.
Not an automatic first down, but maybe in the field goal range, or maybe into a range where you can run the ball now. But the more important thing is Braden River has to put somebody else in at center because obviously he's injured and he can't snap.
So that's 3rd down is going to be repeated, correct?
That's 3 in a row. Yeah, they'll repeat 3rd down with a 15-yard penalty. So it should go to the...
So it's going to be 3rd and 11.
12-yard line. The first down markers are trying to move, but they're not supposed to move. This is not the NFL.
Now they got 2 downs. There's Sinelli over to the left-hand side now, and
so it's 3rd and 12 from the
it's Jake Polson on the
13-yard line. Good snap that time. They hand off to Urimak, and he is thrown for a loss by guess who? Getchell.
Aiden Getchell here comes
in the backfield.
Field goal team.
He comes running around the outside, comes down the line, makes the tackle. So you're going to see a field goal attempt here. This is what it will come down to. It's 2 minutes left right now. Esteban Benjude will attempt a field goal. Sinelli is the holder. I hope, okay, it's a different long snapper. It's not the regular center because he is having trouble with the shotgun snaps.
Number 44, Lincoln Less, looks like he's the long snapper.
It's going to be a 31-yard field goal attempt. Coach's Grain is letting the clock run down as far as he can, and then he's going to call a timeout so that there's less time left on the clock when Lakewood Ranch gets the ball. That's a heads-up play. He's talking to the ref. He's going to let it get right down to gets down to 1 second and call timeout before the play clock runs out. So he gets it down to 1:26. That was a good move.
This is East Manatee County rivalry at its best right here.
Yes. And
like
I said earlier, Braden River has dominated the rivalry until the last couple of years. Lakewood Ranch has won 2 in a row. So we're going to have a 31-yard field goal attempt from just off the center to the right. Not quite to the hash mark. I'd consider it the middle of the field.
Esteban Benjude is a senior place kicker.
Senior kicker. He's been punting tonight as well. It's not like he's cold. He's done plenty of kicking tonight. One extra point, one kickoff, and a bunch of punts.
The holder is number 1.
Sinelli.
The kicker is number 11.
Ones are wild.
And the snapper is 44. All they need is a 3 and a 3.
There's the snap, is good. Kick is up, and it's good. Field goal is good. With 1:23 left, Braden River takes the lead. 10-7 as the home field Pirates fans are going crazy celebrating.
Esteban Benju has done the job for the Braden River Pirates by putting that one through the uprights. And we have a joyous sideline here at Braden River High School.
Great operation by all 3 guys, well, all 11 guys, but the 3 guys the most important. The snap, the hold, and the kick, all excellent. Good protection. There was no leakage up the middle.
Especially after seeing 5 snaps or more roll back to the
well, the long snapper is a different center.
I understand. It was number 44. We need to give him some credit. That is Lincoln Bliss, listed as a tight end, a junior, and he did a good job getting that snap down. And
very important role on the team. If you don't have a long snapper, you're just really handcuffed throughout the season. So good operation by them. 34 handles the kickoffs for Braden River. That's Wyatt Whitman. He's been pooching the ball short and giving Lakewood Ranch really good field position. That could come back to hurt him here with 1:23 left. As Brett Traver tries to take that Lakewood Ranch offense down the field and get in field position or field goal position or score themselves on a touchdown. Whitman's going to kick off here.
It looks like he might be pooching it.
He's been pooching all night. We'll see what he does. Yeah, it's a little pooch to his right side, taking it to 28 by number 85, and he's going to go back to the right, loses ground. And we've got a penalty flag coming in. It's either going to be on 23 or 25. 23 for Braden River or Getchow. I don't know who was on. There was a lot of contact over here. 85 returned the kick for Lakewood Ranch. Trying to get his name. We don't have an 85. I don't have, well, wait a minute.
Colson Rambau.
All right, and he returns it to the 39. They called a personal foul on Getchow down in front of the Braden River bench. So that's going to move it back 15 more. That's going to give Braden River 75 yards to defend.
Minute and 13 seconds remaining on the clock.
A barn burner here at Braden River High School after the 45 to 50 minute rain delay.
That's a big step off.
Yep, it was 15-yarder. They're going back to the 24, so it's 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Traver back to pass, looking to throw. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Good coverage.
76 yards to go with 1:08 remaining on the clock. That's a tall task.
Got pressure coming there from number 4, Polson, as he got rid of the ball coming off the end. Just a step away from getting to Traver. Traver's rolling to the left, and he throws. He's got number 0, Cooper Orzel, for a nice 16-yard gain. The clock is running. As soon as it'll stop while they set the chains in high school. Lakewood Ranch is over the ball, ready to go, and they're going to spike it, and they do. And they stop it with 59 seconds. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 40. Does Lakewood Ranch have any timeouts remaining, Coach? I can't see they have no timeouts left. Is that what it says?
It seems to be.
That's I'm going to wish they had a couple of those back. I remember they used one after on defense there. So you got 2nd and 10 with 59 seconds left. Traver back, half a roll to his right, comes back to his left, goes over the middle, Oh, into the hands of Davis, 15 for Braden River, but incomplete. It falls to the ground harmlessly. Jazavier Davis almost had an interception to put the game away.
You know, as soft as
threw it into traffic there.
As soft as the corners are playing for Braden River not to give up the big play, they could just easily throw little hitch routes down here and step out of bounds. And
well, now you got
stop the clock.
3rd and 10 now. And Travers rolling out to the right, and
there he's
looking inside. He has Jones. He catches it, but he's going to be, does he get first down or stopping the clock? They're getting a first down.
For first down.
That'll stop the clock till they get the chains. No, they're going to call it 3rd down. Clock should be running. I don't know why they stopped. No, they're moving it 1st down. All right. And they spiked it. The ball, and so it's 42 seconds. They allowed them to snap it before the chains were even set, which the clock was still stopped. So it's going to be 2nd down.
Now we got to go back to earlier in the contest when Lakewood Ranch lined up to attempt a 56-yard field goal. I would say that they would need to pick up at least a good 25 to 30 yards to get themselves in that opportunity again. Now, as well as Traver has thrown the ball rolling to the left, he's got the field out here. They may come back and do that and try and get out of bounds.
He has thrown well, rolling to his left. I think the 30-yard line, 20-yard gain would be the area that you can start thinking about trying a field goal. If he kicks it like he did on the first one he attempted, second one, that wouldn't get there, but 47-yard, he tried a 55-yarder with the wind. This would be into the wind, though. That would make a big difference. So you may be right. It may be more like 30 yards to go to get into field goal range. They're right at midfield. They spiked it. There's 53.6 seconds left. Lakewood Ranch.
He's got his 2 favorite receivers over here. And he's got the running back on the same side. So they might be coming left with a little sprint out.
2nd and 10.
No, put the running back on the other side.
And Traver drops straight back. And he throws out to the right sideline, deep out route, nice catch and out of bounds. It's like number 7.
Karsten Fuller.
Karsten
again
Fuller with the catch.
That's
on the sideline, keeps both feet in bounds. Would have been good in the NFL, and then falls out of bounds, stopping the clock.
It's about his 3rd reception.
So now you're looking at maybe a 10 or 15 yards more, and you're in field goal range. With 48 seconds left here.
Probably need to keep putting it on the outside.
If they continue to play soft, I would throw the hitch out there to that sideline again.
He's looking that
Traver
way.
goes back, goes over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted again. He's gotten away with 2. Tried to throw it over the middle. Number 5, Joshua Salinas.
It's number 5, the linebacker.
Yeah, so the linebacker right there almost had it intercepted. Traver might have 9 lives this drive because that's 2 he's used up right there on dropped interceptions.
Yeah, he just needs to, probably needs to stay out of the middle with no timeouts left.
Yeah, unless you're going deep over the middle, I can see that. Throwing a shorter route over the middle to me, short of the first down sticks, is just going to run the clock. 2nd down and 10. Traver's back. He's rolling right. He's hit. He tries to throw it away. I think they're calling him dead.
They're going to call him down right
now they're
there.
saying incomplete pass. If it's an incomplete pass, it went backwards. It should be a fumble, if anything.
Leading at the line.
The ref is marking it on the sideline where it went out of bounds.
They threw a flag, too.
I don't know what they're doing here. It's 3rd down and moving out to where maybe they're saying that's where he got hit. He was sacked. But if it's a sack, the clock should be running.
I think they're calling it an illegal or intentional grounding.
Well, then the clock should start right now. That should be
He hasn't even signaled it yet.
Yeah, but why is he waiting? It should be started after that. 3rd down. Coach Farmer's going crazy, yelling. That might be what he's yelling about while the clock's not going. 36 seconds, 3rd and 20. They're all the way back to the 46-yard line now. So Traver's got to push the field ball downfield. He's going down to Cooper. Orzel, incomplete. Orzel had a chance at it. Number 19 was there to help defend.
That was close.
Carey Peacock. So now you got 4th down with 30 seconds left. It's 4th and 20.
That was a good play by Peacock to defend that pass.
All right, Coach, what's the call? 4th and 20 here.
4 verticals someplace together. Big Ben.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going hitch and lateral.
Yeah, 50 Palmetto. If you got a gadget play like that, that would be the time to use it.
Hitch and ladder. You got to get 20 yards here. You can't go down. If you're a Lakewood Ranch coach, you could be telling your skill players, if you're getting tackled short of the sticks, fumble it, throw it backwards, something. Do not go down. 30 seconds left. 4th and 20.
Orzel's a big target down there, so he didn't mind throwing it up to him, and that was just a nice play by Peacock back there to defend that play.
Yeah, they may try that again, but like you said earlier, Braden River's been playing that 4 shell. They've got a safety over both of the slots, and corners are playing soft, so it's really an umbrella of 4 guys back. And they go all 3 into the boundary, 3 receivers into the boundary on the Lakewood Ranch side. This is it. Last chance for Brett Traver and the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs.
Defensive backs at 20 yards deep.
Down 10-7. He's back to pass, 4th and 20. Pressure, throws it down the middle. Incomplete. Braden River's going to win 10-7, 24 seconds left.
Travion Dixon defending on the play, knocks that play down.
Dixon, the wide receiver, in at safety late in the game. He breaks on the ball and knocks it down. Didn't want to intercept it.
And the Braden River Pirates have knocked off the number
10 team in 6A.
6A Lakewood Ranch Mustangs.
And all they have to do now is take a knee. Lakewood Ranch has no timeout, so 1 knee and this game's over. Braden River, Jason Green, probably the biggest win in his short time here as he goes into year 2 at Braden River against rival Lakewood Ranch. Once again, Braden River showing dominance in this rivalry after the 2 years in a row that Lakewood Ranch was able to defeat them.
You know how well that feels for the Braden River coaching staff to come in here and take this one. Especially when you stop and think at the start of the game entirely felt like
that first drive, it looked like Lakewood Ranch was going to blow them out, and Braden River made adjustments, and they take the knee. Braden River made the adjustments. They played great defense. They got turnovers when they had to, never quit.
And Lakewood Ranch had 3 costly second half turnovers.
3 big turnovers, but it comes down to an Esteban Benjude field goal in the final moments to win Braden River, to give Braden River the victory. 10-7 over Lakewood Ranch. For Paul Meckley, I'm Chris Conboy. We've been here a long time with a lighting delay. We'll see you next week for the MSTV Game of the Week. Good night. There, Carl, how was that?